Morning! I should be audible now. Let me know if you hear any audio echoing, as normal, because I have no clue what my microphone is set to and what it's going to be picking up. Also, let me just really quickly... No, I don't want to turn on adaptive brightness. Okay, we're gonna... There we go. We're gonna put the brightness up, that way it's not reflecting weird on the screen. Okay. So, hello everyone. I think, so we already discussed this kind of Monday night, but the plan for today is to play the prologue, and then after I play the prologue, do a bunch of random grinding on my account, to just sort of build up some quartz and stuff. Since I might not start Anna until a little bit later. Oh, no. Well, you know, at least you can see stuff. I do have a bowl of chips beside me, so periodically I might grab a chip and crunch it. Apologies if that catches in the mic. I did not check. I will not be checking. But yeah, you know, as I was logging into the game, my first thought was there's a new opening title sequence, right? And mine is still set on the Epic of Remnant. And I'm assuming that's because I haven't played the prologue. Like, once I play that, I'm assuming I'll get the Cosmos and the Lostbelt change. Hopefully, if it worked, you guys heard that the intro music has switched to Cosmos and the Lostbelt intro from Epic of Remnant. I think I will, with these ones, since we're going to be on some of the chapters for so long, I'll try to switch like the opening music to whatever Lostbelt we're doing at the time, if I can identify which one is like the opening track or something. But I might forget sometimes, and so it'll always just default to Cosmos in the Lostbelt now. I have to go change the name of it, because the source in my stream is named as Epic of Remnant, so I almost turned it off myself earlier because I'm an idiot. Hi, Nutty. Hello, Peachy. You are not who I was looking for when I said hello, everyone. Oh, I have a cat. I have a kitty. Oh. I have a kitty who wants nothing but scratches. But I cannot give her scratches forever. Alright. Okay. Alright. That's it, buddy. Nope, that's it. That's it. You gotta go do your own thing now. We're gonna start stuff. Oh, that was incredibly hot. I was not prepared for how hot that was. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, no battle node. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm just gonna... Alright. There we go. December 26, 2019. An interesting time. That is her general opinion. She is literally just sitting down there waiting for me to decide to give her attention. Unfortunately, she's going to have to wait. December 26, 2019. Seki has completed her mission. She repaired every singularity, saving mankind from a dire existential threat. The ray shift system, which let her fight the destruction of proper human history, has been placed on lockdown as of this moment. The servants summoned to Chaldea have been released from their contracts, their tasks complete. Save for Chaldea's acting director, Leonardo da Vinci, every Chaldean servant is gone, vanished from the face of the earth. Full. Alright, bud, no, go. You are not getting attention right now. And you behaving like this is not appropriate. I will shut the door to this office, Peachy. Don't think I won't. God, you're fine. Hold on. I gotta make space. Okay, I didn't even make space for you yet. Oh my god. Can't you hear her? She's already doing the bulk of the reading. Okay, no, buddy, I cleared off a chair so you could have somewhere to sit. Come on, go say hi to everyone real quick. Say hello. And then you're going off screen. Got it? Have you said your hellos? Okay, now go. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I don't normally have time for them much anymore, but I happen to not have work today, so pre-scheduled. And I've got stuff happening in the evening, so I can't really do an afternoon stream. Pardon the intrusion, Master Seki. Oh, you're already awake. Good morning, Senpai. You must have been exhausted after all that Christmas cleanup. I'm glad Acting Director Da Vinci gave everyone today off, after we all went a little wild last night. It's hard to believe it's been a whole year since we completed the Grand Order and prevented the incineration of humanity. Yesterday may have been our last opportunity to eat with the staff we've come to know so well. Alright, bud, you are done. But we shouldn't be too sad about that. They all have great jobs waiting for them at their next employers. Oh. I was also told that you'll first be going back to your family's home, Senpai. Do you know what you'll be doing after that? I'm going to stay at Chaldea for just a little while longer after everyone else leaves. All of our medical data may be safely backed up, but we still have to finish dismantling Chaldea's summoning system, so... Boo! Boo! Buddy, my hand is right there. Pet yourself. Just so you guys can... Okay, come here. Boo? What was that all about? He just ran off down the hallway all of a sudden. I'd better go look for him to make sure he doesn't interfere with everyone else packing. Please, you just relax, Senpai. I'll see you again tonight at the farewell party. Alright, Peachy. Sit and chill. I love that I have the same answer twice still. Did you hear the news? They say the inspectors for the Inquiry Board are already at the foot of the mountain. Apparently, they'll be coming up here by helicopter once this blizzard dies down. Soon, we'll have a new director appointed by the Mages Association along with 50 of their flunkies. Saying it's an investigation sanctioned by the UN sounds nice, but let's not kid ourselves about what this is. It's just a hostile takeover. All this time, the higher-ups at the association have written off Chaldea as just another observatory. But the moment they see its value, they swoop in to milk it for all it's worth. Maybe it's weird for me to be upset about this, but I feel sorry for Olga Marie. She'd never have wanted things to turn out this way. Well, that's a surprise. You couldn't stand her back when she was alive. Why you gotta punctuate at the worst moments? I mean, sure, I remember how she used to yell about anything and everything. Plus, she was, well, incompetent, messed up all the time. But still, when I think back on it, I can't help but be impressed at how well she did despite all that. Honestly, we should have been more considerate of her circumstances. Even if she was the daughter of a lord family, she was still just a girl fresh out of school who'd recently lost her father. I guess, but you just have to set that sort of thing aside when you take a position of power, right? As the heir to the Animuspheres, she should have had that stuff completely covered, no matter what her age or how recent her dad's death was. To be brutally honest, she should never have taken over as director in the first place, but she clung to the authority it gave her anyway. And look where that got us. Chaldea was nearly obliterated, and we had to beg the Mages Association for help to rebuild it. So, it sucks, but if we want Chaldea to keep going, we have to let this new director take over. And if Olga Marie was still here, you can bet she'd be the first in line to hand off the responsibility. Seeing as the alternative is having to shut it down for good. Yikes. I sense tension. Oh my god, she's finally chilled out. Oh hey there, candidate T.H.E. Taking a walk around Chaldea? Enjoy it while you can. This is probably your last chance for a peaceful walk and fond memories here. Once the investigation gets going, there'll be scary security guards walking around like they own the place. You know, maybe I should take a page from your book and go for a walk myself. This might be the last chance I'll get to go wherever I want around here without a security pass. So you're staying here, Dustin? Alright, you were just an ordinary engineer, weren't you? Well, excuse me for being ordinary. This is why I hate talking with you upstart mage jerks. His name is Dustin! Sure, not everyone who works for Chaldea is a mage. I used to study cosmic rays as a run-of-the-mill physicist before I came here. It was the last director, Marisberry, who offered me a job here. At the time, I was struggling just to get by. I'm guessing he wanted me for my experience with particle accelerators. At first, I thought he was full of shit. But eventually, his earnestness and passion won me over. Before I knew it, I found myself out here in the middle of nowhere. That was 15 years ago. Far as I'm concerned, this place is my home now. Is that so? I'm headed to London myself. One of the Clock Tower factions liked what they saw and made me an offer I couldn't refuse. But hey, if they start talking about making a new Chaldeus there, maybe I'll give you a call. We're not kids anymore, right? Nothing wrong with selling your hard-earned expertise to the highest bidder in this day and age. That's just like you, Sylvia. You always were a real piece of work. But I appreciate your consideration, or at least as close as you can get. While you're here, candidate T.H.E., on second thought, let me just call you T.H.E. The inspectors are going to have some questions for you, seeing as you're one of the master candidates. And the Mages Association people are about 10 times more calculating and devious than Sylvia here. I don't think you'll be in any danger as long as Da Vinci's around, but watch out all the same. No matter how horrible they are to you, you can't lose your temper with them. Like they say, the only way to win is not to play. Just smile and nod, try not to let them get to you. Don't worry, just play up the goody two-shoes act and they'll run out of nits to pick soon enough. You'll be out of here in no time. I agree with that. Besides, you didn't do anything wrong, T.H.E. If push comes to shove, we'll vouch for that ourselves. Given the circumstances, you took the best course of action possible and did everything you could. We can all attest to that, so don't be afraid to hold your head high and tell them. Yeah, I'm T.H.E., Master of Chaldea and Savior of Humanity. What do you want? Aww, Sylvia and Dustin are so nice! Well, hey, if it isn't T.H.E., how come you're not with MASH? This year's only got a few days left in it, you know? If I were you, I'd want to make sure I had as many happy memories as possible together with her before I left. Well, thanks for that. Too bad about that whole last part, though. But never mind that. I still have to finish writing this report. Got some last-minute things I need to take care of before tomorrow, you see. Anyway, you've got questions, right? Mind if I keep writing while I answer you? Great. No need to bother telling me what they are. Da Vinci knows what's up. The new director who will be here soon, the pending investigation, what's going to happen to Chaldea. So how about we review everything that's happened so far? Oh no! 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 I just played through it! In the year 2017, Chaldea detected an abnormality in Chaldeus, a simulation of the world as it'll be 100 years in the future. The light of civilization had gone missing from Chaldeus, which meant that it had observed the end of humanity. We hypothesized that the source of this abnormality lay in 2004 in the Japanese town of Fuyuki. We decided to send a team, of which MASH was a member, there on an experimental ray shift. Unfortunately, the entire team was incapacitated in an act of sabotage, as were the other masters on standby. That's Chaldea down 47 masters in a single stroke. But then there was you, T.H.E., the 48th master. You were just a commoner selected to fill a quota, but your race shifted successfully. And so, as humanity's last master, the mission of preventing mankind's extermination fell to you. That began the Grand Order, our mission to restore humanity. Chaldea went on to fix 7 singularities before finding the final singularity. There they defeated the King of Mages, the one behind the incineration of humanity, and succeeded at repairing the foundations of human history. Oh, thank God. That's right. You are the one who officially completed the Order and who took back the world from mankind, the very world you're standing on right now. But your incredible, legendary adventure has come to an end, and it's time to return to reality. Frankly, it's time to pass the torch. We've lost 80% of our staff, and we simply can't continue operating as matters stand. So we're getting an influx of new staff from the outside. The formalities were finished about a month ago, and they just finished choosing the new staff last week. Which means they've now been discussing what to do about us for almost a year. This staff is practically knocking on our doorstep as we speak. In a few days, Chaldea will officially be under new management. That's right, we'll have a new director chosen by the Mages Association itself, along with the staff he personally trained. The new director is Gordolf Music. He's the heir to a fairly well-known family in the Magecraft world. I know, Gordolf! I'm told he spent pretty much everything he had to snag Chaldea and all its benefits. He probably did that as a show of power to let everyone know that Chaldea is now exclusively under Music family control. The proceedings are already underway, and it looks like most of our current staff are being let go. But that's not the problem. You'll still be you, even if they kick you out of Chaldea for good. The problem is the UN inspectors who will be coming along with them. Grand Order or not, there's no denying Chaldea broke a whole mess of regulations. Changing personnel without clearing it with the Mages Association, disclosing highly classified information to low-level personnel, overusing servant summons which were supposed to be limited to up to 7 servants, conducting ray shifts without UN authorization. As far as they're concerned, these are all major crimes. Exactly. Not a single one of us did anything for our own personal benefit. Couldn't even if we wanted to, in fact, seeing as we were the only humans left in the entire world. But unfortunately, that meant less than nothing to them. Sure, they could see what we were fighting against in the data. The year-long global blank, the traces, the singularities left behind on Sheba. Unbelievable as the incineration of humanity might be, the Association had to admit that it really did happen. But for them, the data is just that, data. All they had to say in response was, so what? As far as they're concerned, the world ended when they were sleeping, and by the time they woke up, it was all back to normal. The only thing they can see is the scores of dead, the valuable master candidates who were injured, and the litany of rules Chaldea broke while this was going on. So this investigation is taking place to determine if these acts were deliberate. In the eyes of the Association, the staff of Chaldea is nothing more than a band of criminals. Of course, that's why I'm writing all these reports, to prove that this is just all a big misunderstanding. Since data is all they've got to work with, data is how we're going to cover our asses. Once I prove that everything Chaldea did was in order to preserve humanity, not to betray it, my work here will finally be done. Then the weight of everything he stuck me with will finally be off my shoulders, including you, Seki. No! Oh, and there's one more serious issue you should be aware of, especially since it concerns you directly. The blast in the command room left all 47 of those masters with horrific injuries. With them all near death, we cryogenically froze them in their coffins. We've been slowly thawing them all out one by one over the past year. Now only the 7 Team A masters whose coffins were still activating when the blast went off, again, the entire team save for MASH, remain in cryo storage. It's a good bit harder to thaw and revive them, you see, so we kept putting it off until they were in perfect condition. But once this investigation gets underway, we should finally be able to revive them thanks to the new staff who specialize in healing spells. And I'm guessing that once that happens, some of these Team A masters are going to take over as the new masters of Chaldea. The new director has been saying he won't need you anymore and that you will be relieved of your position within the year. Because he's already got his eye on other masters he trusts from distinguished mage families. Anyway, I know this is all a lot to deal with, but don't you worry, I'll take care of everything. I haven't spent the last 6 months preparing for this day for nothing. I believe you mean we, Leonardo da Vinci. After all, I am the one who did most of the work investigating the Association's movements, anonymizing the spirit origin graph and dismissing the servants. Not that it was especially onerous for me, of course. Holmes? Ah, yes, precisely the sort of reaction I was hoping for. That makes all the time I spent hiding in the shadows worthwhile. Why did you have to let someone, even her, know you were here, Holmes? Sorry about that, Seki. The fact that Holmes is here is the toppest of top secrets. I have not so much as included his name in any of my reports to the Association. As far as they know, Sherlock Holmes was never among the heroic spirits summoned to Chaldea, and I mean to keep it that way. I guess you could call this a kind of insurance policy, just in case everything goes south. Indeed, in the event that we face an enemy we cannot see. We will need an ally that the enemy cannot see in turn, hence our extreme caution. Of course, I am no fighter. Should things turn violent, I won't hesitate to retreat to the workshop. Baritsu is strictly for self-defense. If armed assailants were to attack, I would only be able to protect myself. Whoa, whoa. Easy there. Things may get heated, but they're not gonna turn violent. The main reason I had Holmes stay behind was to help with something I've been working on. You see, Holmes is an even more skilled scientist and mage than his stories let on, so I figured he would be the perfect choice to help me with a little something I've been building. Oh dear. Look at this, just an ordinary briefcase, right? But its contents are more valuable than all the treasures in this world combined. We still haven't finished moving everything around, so I can't take it out just yet, but we should be done in another 5 days. If my calculations are correct, and they always are, it'll be done before we have to leave Chaldea. I'll tell you what it is then. I most heartily concur. Now then, I think I shall return to the workshop. And don't worry. If a time should come when you are imprisoned, that is when I shall reveal my most secret technique. What, lock-picking? Oh, come on. He was obviously talking about lock-picking. Any decent detective is an expert with lock-picks. Oh, no. I'm getting to know this story too well. Oh no. How many sections is the prologue? I guess I could just look that up myself. There we go. Nope, I want information, not... Oh, so many. Okay. Oh, so many. December 27th, 2019. The blizzard has come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. Before long, the pale blue is marked by the single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers and the harsh reality that the end is close at hand. "44 visitors cleared and registered. All entrants are permitted to enter Chaldea by special exemption granted by the Association Board of Safety. Opening front gate, welcome, Gordolf Music. Welcome, UN inspectors. On behalf of Chaldea, we thank you for coming." I wonder what this new director in the Mages Association chose is like. Gordolf Music, male, 28 years old, heir to a wealthy family of alchemists. At the clock tower where the Mages Association is headquartered, he's considered to be, well, about average. Much as the Musics can boast a long familial history within the world of magecraft, they have essentially accomplished nothing. The only thing that sets them apart from the other mages is the extra bit of wealth they've accumulated by virtue of existing longer. Gordolf's basically just a rich brat from a well-off family. The question is, why did someone like that end up as Chaldea's new director? I can't be certain until we meet him ourselves, but if I were to guess... Oh-ho! Oh-ho-ho! This is great. Better than great. I didn't have very high hopes for a lab out in the middle of nowhere, so you can imagine my surprise and delight to see how modern it all is. In fact, I think it might be even more advanced than the ones in London. What a bargain. Speak of the devil, he's certainly got a boisterous voice. Just remember, Seki, silence is golden. Trust me, this is the sort of person whose bad side you want to avoid even more than Olga Marie's. Piss him off and you'll never hear the end of it. Oh, and you must be the servant I heard about in the report. You certainly do look the part. Let's see, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? Not bad at all for a replica of a well-known genius. I always did prefer a beautiful woman for a familiar. Your Excellency, I believe that remark could be construed as sexual harassment. Remember that servant is, for all intents and purposes, the acting director, Koyan! Though it amounts to little more than running a dinky factory out in the sticks, she has managed to keep Chaldea going in lieu of a proper director over the past year. It would be in your best interest to get on her good side. Why not lead with a compliment? Koyanskaya, I thought I told you to whisper those sorts of things to me. Besides, I have no intention of getting chummy with a servant, no matter how beautiful she may be. Why, thank you. You're only the last person I'd ever want to hear that from, but I'll take it as a compliment nonetheless. Welcome to the Chaldea Security Organization, Director Music. You must be tired after your long trip here. Not at all. Aside from the month we lost due to waiting around for the blizzard to clear up, it was a most pleasant trip indeed. Now then, without further ado, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? Just call me Da Vinci. Or Castor, if you find even that too much to remember. Very well, Castor should more than suffice. I am told that you have been filling in after Director Olga Marie Animosphere and Acting Director Romani Archiman suffered some unfortunate accidents that led to them being unable to perform their duties. Fuck you. I don't think so. Your hard work is appreciated, but no longer required. As of now, I am assuming sole command of Chaldea. What's more, much as I hate to do so, I will be taking all of you into custody. Immediately. Easy there, Mash, Seki. Just play it nice and cool. My, what an unpleasant surprise. Custody, you say. Did I hear you right? I'm afraid you have no grounds to do so. Not until this investigation is over, at least. Have the powers that be already ruled that Chaldea is no more than a criminal cartel, and you have simply neglected to inform us? Because I am quite sure that if that were the case, you would have come with more in the way of soldiers. We are the mysterious organization that saved the whole world, after all. If there was a warrant out for our arrest, you would have come with a small army at the very least. But you only brought a paltry 40 soldiers. Doesn't seem to fit the task, does it? So this isn't something the Mages Association decided, but a call you made on your own, right? Why don't we get the association on the phone and see what they have to say about this? Or would you prefer I didn't do that? What's the meaning of this, Koyanskaya? That servant is too smart for her. Yeah, it's Leonardo da fucking Vinci! Didn't you tell me the only people left at Chaldea were a bunch of engineers and a master who was still wet behind the ears? I thought there wasn't supposed to be anyone here who would disobey me. Yes, Your Excellency. That was my understanding when I introduced this property to you. But my report must have been an error. Sorry about that! I'm afraid that the servant is a reprehensible villain who doesn't know her place and thinks she doesn't have to listen to those with the Mages Association. Oh, wait a moment, Koyanskaya. Wouldn't a familiar who doesn't obey a mage be somewhat, dangerous? Come now, Your Excellency, that won't do. You need to be aggressive, show these people who's boss. Don't worry, we at NFF Services specialize in just these sorts of unlikely situations. Even if worst comes to worst, we won't let them lay a finger on you. Of course, that is a special additional service, so it won't come cheap. What's this? Don't tell me you're trying to shake me down yet again, Koyanskaya. Your Excellency. Yes, I know. Don't worry, I'm a man of action when I need to be. You've got quite the mouth on you, don't you, Leonardo? Just to be clear, this is far from the only personnel I brought with me from the association. Our helicopter will be back and forth, ferrying many personnel over who are still on the boat. All told, there are about 120 security guards who have yet to arrive. It would be all too easy to take over Chaldea with force, and I assure you that is a decision the Mages Association would back wholeheartedly. We would be well within our rights to consider the entire current staff criminals, and to haul them all up and lock them away while we investigate Chaldea. Having said that, I would prefer to avoid violence, should that be possible. Most of you will be fired regardless, but I would prefer we part on amicable terms. As such, I will have the 4 of you kept in a single room. You will wait there until the inquiry board summons you for your individual hearings. During that time, we will proceed with our inquiry into Chaldea's activities while we begin to transition over to the new staff. How does that sound? I believe this is the most peaceful option on the table. I dare say you wouldn't get such a generous offer from another member of a wealthy mage family, like those blinded by their pride and brand ranks. They may think of those like you with no talent for magecraft as little more than slaves, but not me. And above all, I'd like to spare myself the tedium of torturing you for every little piece of information. I prefer to let Koyanskaya handle all that. You should be grateful that I'm such a gentleman. Just do as I say, and you'll be released soon enough. I see. The Mages Association certainly sent us quite a piece of work, didn't they? Thank you for that breathtaking display of chivalry, Director Muzek. Now may I ask you something? I'd like to know why you brought up the rights to Chaldea. Bought up. Okay. Surely a little research lab out in the middle of nowhere can't have much of interest. Not much of interest. I'll be the judge of that. True, Chaldea doesn't enjoy the best reputation at the clock tower. I can't count how many times I've heard them say things like, their magecraft theories are nonsense, and they're just a bunch of incompetent frauds, or they're a disgrace to the 12 Lords. To hear them talk, you'd think they were discussing a problem child they wished had never been born. But not me. I believe there's tremendous value to be found here. Chaldea shows real promise. Or, at least it will once I'm instated as director. At any rate, when I learned that Chaldea was being broken up into 7 parts and auctioned off, I made my decision and took action. I used the entirety of the music family fortune to buy all Chaldea's assets and prevent its dismantling. You see, the clock tower people were desperate to get their hands on technology they could bring back to their respective departments. But I just detest them. I couldn't stand to see them get what they want. An organization needs all of its parts, just like a human body. It's barbaric to try and carve out its heart or lop off one of its arms. I wanted Chaldea in its natural, untarnished state, and now I have it. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule. The staff of an organization may be its lifeblood, but we won't be keeping them around. There you go, Seki. As you can see, he's hardly the most formidable opponent we've ever faced. I believe that is more than enough in the way of pleasantries, Director Muzek. You are the future of Chaldea, and they are the past. There is no need for you to reach any sort of understanding with them, nor for them to like you. More importantly, now that the Church is ready to investigate, I would like to begin as soon as possible. Indeed. You make an excellent point, Father Kotomine! Oh yes, allow me to introduce you. This is... Motherfucker Daddy. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Kotomine Kire. I'm a priest sent here to investigate on behalf of the Holy Church. I will be staying here for a few days until the investigation is concluded. It's a pleasure to meet the saviors of humanity, people of Chaldea. I may not be here long, but I hope we can help one another out during my stay. What do you mean? Did I forget that he was here? This is my first time playing part 2. You know, Knick-Knack talks during Seki Reacts, and if it's, you know, a spoiler for something's story that, like, I'm getting to later, it just in one ear, out the other immediately. I can't actually even remember when, Kotomine was part of the FGO story. Like, I don't even remember being told when. I mean, I know he's part of it, obviously. Oh my god. Cat. Take a picture. I can't take a picture because I'm using my phone. Okay. I didn't miss too much, gens. Mostly just section 1. I can't believe Chaldea's disciplinary room is now being used as a confinement cell. You said it. If I'd known we were going to end up stuck in here, I'd have loosened up the purse strings when it came to its budget. Just look at these rock-hard beds, this obsolete air conditioner, this cut-rate lighting. Knick-Knack, don't you appreciate my genuine reaction when I allow things like this to still surprise me? That's the point! Oh, is he in Anna? Like, what's Anna's Lostbelt called? It's the first one. I don't know what it's called, but... I know it's not Götterdämmerung. It's called something else. Oh, is it just called Anastasia? Okay. I mean, I know I've been calling it Anna, but I didn't realize it would be the name of the Lostbelt. Okay. Also, Frostshard, No, that's a non sequitur, because there are so many servants that get slotted in at the weirdest fucking times, right? Like, that's a non sequitur. Okay, so it did have a longer name. That makes sense. I thought it was something longer than just Anastasia. It may as well have been a confinement cell all along. At least we're technically allowed to leave if we want, but still. Yeah, at least our bathroom is separate from the dining area. I don't care for the way that the new director does business, but... yeah, it's deliberate goldfish brain to a certain point, you know? I enjoy being able to still react to things like genuinely and with surprise when I come across them in story. So like, I listen for the purposes of reacts and like the reaction in a reacts, but like after a certain point in time, there's a level of like, put it out of your mind because you want to enjoy it when it comes up in story, you know? Also, the order of the Lostbelts is confusing to me because for some reason, for the longest time, I thought Götterdämmerung was the first one. And I don't know why I thought that, but I did genuinely think that Götterdämmerung was the first Lostbelt. I think it's what, like the third or the fourth? I know it's one I'm not planning to read on stream. Agreed. I'd be lying if I said I didn't suspect some ulterior motive in rounding us up like this, but it's definitely better than keeping us apart. Still, acting director Da Vinci, I think I have a handle on who Mr. Gordolf is now, but... those other two, Miss Koyanskaya and Father Kotomine, you still don't know what their deal is, right? I haven't been able to get a read on them either. I can tell they're not your everyday secretary and priest, but that's all I can tell. I can't get a read on their magecraft abilities either. See, here's my thing. We did Koyanskaya a long time ago, right? Because we did the Tamamo no Mai video a long time ago, and Koyan was an addition to Tamamo. Now, the problem is, I remember that Koyanskaya does some fuckery, but I don't remember exactly what the fuckery is. And so right now, I mean, in my mind, I think the going thought I have is, this is actually Koyanskaya, the servant, but she's pretending to not be a servant for some ulterior motive that we're gonna get to. But I can't remember if that's actually what happened, so when we figure out what happened, maybe I get to be happily surprised. All I know about Father Kotomine is that he's from the Holy Church, another organization that's long butted heads with the Mages Association. As their name suggests, the Holy Church is a mysterious organization based on a religion that has followers all around the globe. They see mystics as something that's solely under their domain and suffer neither magecraft nor heresy in the name of their lord. Their mission is more or less to bring all human knowledge under their control. They were a lot more aggressive about that back when I was alive, but nowadays they seem to be playing their cards much closer to their chest. I'm guessing that priest must be part of their combat team. Executors, I think they call them. They're supposed to be devotees of the Blade who spread God's teachings in his absence. That's all you need to know about them. These executors are both faithful and heretical, monsters who fight the mages and mystical creatures. They may not be a match for servants, but they are frighteningly powerful in a fight. True, I could tell that priest is adept at hunting and fighting. Or at least, that's what Galahad is telling me. As for Koyanskaya, we know so little about her that it's almost comical. She isn't affiliated with either the Mages Association or the Holy Church. It looks like she was the one who may have convinced Gordolf to acquire Chaldea. Aside from that, she did mention NFF services. I've heard about them before. They made headlines in Russia about 6 months ago. They're a private military company, mercenaries basically. Word has it they're a group of specialists who never met a job they didn't like. I think they go around billing themselves as global kitschy business consultants. Russia, The Mages Association doesn't have much sway there, so how did she and Gordolf come to know one another? No wait, there were a number of academics among the new staff. They're all from NFF services. In which case, they must plan on reviving Team A with the new staff alone. What? That's insane. Don't they know how much constant attention and adjusting the coffins require during the unthawing process? We've done it more than anyone, and it still has a huge chance of failure, even for us. There's no way people who have never done it before can pull it off on their own. Yep, pretty solid chance they'll fail, and Chaldea's 7 A-ranked masters will be lost for good. Of course, that may be the point. Murder! Seki, get out here. The inspectors want to talk to you. Well now, Looks like they're not wasting any time getting the interrogation party started. I'm surprised they'd kick things off with you, though. Wait and see what their game is. Remember, silence is golden. Try not to say anything more than is absolutely necessary. I can do that. Good. The case inspector is waiting for you in room 3. Just answer his questions honestly and you'll be released in no time. Don't even think about trying to resist. Okay, so Gotterdammerung is... Alright, so it's closer than I thought to the front. You look exhausted, little kitty. This is your first time playing with the big boys? Then you'd better hurry up and learn how the game is played. As they say, experience is... Ah! Boo! Boo! Kill! Boo! Could it be Merlin? Oh, is this your cat? I'm sorry. I couldn't help but hit back. Kill! Whoops, clumsy me. Now I've gone and stepped on it. But what can you do? This is how it goes when the weak attack the strong. Maybe once upon a time this thing was more impressive, but now it's just a puny little hairball. It's the way of the world that finds itself under the heel of a stronger animal now, don't you think? Oh, so wild. How brave of you to bare your fangs for your little pet. It's even cuter how they're barely more than nubs. But I can't just let it go. No, no. Not after it went after my perfect skin with its little claws. Normally, I'd break a leg or two so it knows not to mess with me again, but I might be willing to let it go unharmed if you agree to chat with me for a bit. So what do you say? Care to swap secrets with little old me? Cute, cute! Now, settle down, little foo. Your owner and I are just getting down to brass tacks after all. Alright, now that we have an agreement, my dear Seki, here's my first question. How much do you know about Chaldea? I'm told you were scouted in some random country and brought here directly. But no matter how you slice it, you were born into a commoner's family. I bet you didn't even know the first thing about magecraft before you came here, did you? No, don't answer. It's all over your face. I see. So you had a strong aptitude for race shifting. I can't believe you came all this way on that alone. Do you even know where you are? They probably didn't even tell you which country Chaldea is located in, did they? You're at the heart of one of the most secluded areas in the world. One not in the borders of any nation. An unobservable mountain that's been hidden behind a barrier of magecraft for hundreds of years. Had Chaldea actually told you where you'd be going when they recruited you, I doubt you'd have ever signed up. I can practically see your protests asking if they've lost their mind expecting you to go so far away. Trust me, this place is as isolated as you can get. I could show you the 6 months worth of paperwork it took to buy this place to prove it. But never mind that. It doesn't concern you anyways. The thing I'm dying to learn more about is the original 48 masters. Of those, 9 are still here. Mash Chirolite, the 7 Team A masters in cryo storage, and you. The other 39 have been revived and sent home. No doubt they went back to living their lives in peace, but the thing is, their personal information still goes for a very high price. Can I guess where Chaldea is? I mean, it's someplace that snows almost constantly and requires air transport to easily get to the top of. And my first thought is Antarctica, followed by somewhere in Siberia. That's what I would expect. I don't think it's in the Himalayas, which is I think what a lot of people would expect, but I don't think they'd do that. So I would say either Antarctica or somewhere in northern Siberia. Well, you see, Frost Shard. You see. When, though? When was I told the location? Was it years ago? Yeah, I have very good memory for other things. And why wouldn't it? Now that it's been proven that race shifting is possible, each of those candidates is worth their weight in gold. But none of them are likely to fetch as high a price as Team A. They were the 7 people who were originally meant to save the world, not you. Oh wait, that's not right, is it? Let me rephrase that. Yeah, maybe my brain is just filled with all of the books behind me, and that's the problem. You know? Maybe I just have too many things about archaeology and history and other stuff that I maintain. You know? And also, if he told it to me probably in like the first year like worth of reacts, I probably wouldn't remember it regardless. I've started now. I actively remember things more often, but back when we first started, before I really cared about the story, I just kind of out of sight, out of mind, to be honest. I mean, nowadays I can usually remember like the different Lostbelts, and I can remember different servants appearing in different places and stuff like that. Like I remember some of the interludes and the side stories based on like stuff I get told, but you know, that's because I care more now. Also, I feel like there's a flaw in the logic here, right? Is you're saying that the 7 original masters are like their information is worth the most money, right? But like the 7 A-team masters didn't actually do anything. I feel like Seki is like the character Seki is the most valuable like bit of information to sell about, because like she's used to it, she's good at it, she saved the world, like etc. She's like proven herself. Those like original masters hadn't, and so I feel like that's just you're betting on an untested horse, right? Like you're betting on a horse that was bred for genetics, but you've never actually track tested. That I know. I remember that they expunged the records. I'm just saying, like, even outside of the expunged records, there is the actual like visible evidential proof here, right? Of that, like, these 7 people have been dead for the past year, right? So they have no experience. Like, they did not survive even the first one. So like their value to me doesn't seem any higher than any of the others. So, you know, I mean, okay, so they have sway outside Chaldea. The world is unfair. I disagree with it. It's stupid. Meritocracy is what we should be going by. Yeah, but they're still unproven. I don't know. In my mind, I'm just like, I feel like that's not as valuable as like a genuine master who did like prove themselves. Yeah, I guess. But like, even if the records are adjusted and fixed, you still survive. Like, you as the master still survived like so many singularities. I'm just saying, I feel like even with the records fixed, there's like a level of like colloquial knowledge that should be accepted by people around, you know? I mean, yeah, the Mages Association is very stupid. It's very stupid. Okay. The 7 people from whom you stole the opportunity of life. What the fuck? Foo, foo, and then kill. Okay, that's enough out of you, my little footstool. Think you can kneel for me like a good little weakling before the plane comes in for a landing? Now then, tell me, how much do you know about those 7 people? Don't tell me you've never heard anything about them the whole time you've been here. They're your great senpai, after all. I'm pretty sure even MASH knows a thing or two about them. After all, they were training together to be masters long before you even knew what Chaldea was. You don't gotta be a bitch about it, Pinky. No way. You really have no idea? Never mind their magecraft affinity. You don't even know their names? You're kidding. I didn't know you were so cold-hearted, Seki. In that case, you really can't blame them if they wake up pissed off at you, can you? After all. You stole everything from them. Their jobs, their purpose, even their place at Chaldea. Foo! 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 Look, I'm just saying. Koyan is a cunt. Oh my, that was close. Come now, little Foo. You shouldn't keep going after a lady's face. Keep acting like this, and I might just have to defend myself. Maybe by biting off your head. Then that would be it for you, and you wouldn't have any more chances to learn again, would you? Oh, drat. Look at the time. I'm supposed to meet Sir Gordolf soon. So, on that note, I think I'll be on my way now. No more wasting time on a know-nothing pasty. Lucky for you, you're so ignorant, isn't it, Seki? If you knew anything at all about even one of the 18 masters, I'd be rushing you off to grill you about them in solitary for as long as it took. But sadly, it looks like that honeylicious branch isn't available to us, so bye for now. I know, I hate her. And be careful when a beautiful woman comes your way from now on. Trust me, you don't want to find yourself falling for the honeypot. Get fucked, you cotton candy ass bitch. Boo, boo. Foo. Welcome back, Senpai. I see you met up with Foo on the way. Yeah, well, I need her, Dakota Doyle. He's been hiding out for a while, so I'm relieved to see him with you. Senpai, is something wrong? Did the investigation go badly? Team A. Now you mention it, I never did tell you about them, did I? I didn't mean to keep it from you, we just never really had the time to discuss them. That's true, especially since the 7 T.H.E masters ended up not being involved at all in stopping the incineration of humanity. But now that they're about to be thawed out, we have nothing better to do. This seems as a good time as any to tell you a little about them. Team A refers to a group of A-ranked masters handpicked by Chaldea. MASH was originally part of this team too. I know this man. I need to get a figure of him. First up, Kirshtaria Wodaime, the chairman of the Animusphere-controlled Astromancy Department, one of the Clock Tower's 12 departments of study, and the official Team A leader. He's the head of the exceptionally distinguished Wodaime family, whose name and magical circuits have both been around for thousands of years. He's also Marisbury's top pupil and was rumored to be a better heir to the lordship than Olga Marie. He was expected to forge a contract with the Lancer. In terms of overall magecraft capability, he was head and shoulders above the rest. Ophelia Famersalone, the prodigy of the Evocation Department. She possessed special mystical eyes, so she wore an eye patch that really made her stand out, even here. She was expected to forge a contract with the Saber, but she seemed to be very particular about what sort of heroic spirits she would contract with. Kadok Zemlopus. Ah, my favorites! I love Kadok. Nothing special as far as mages go, but his affinity for ray shifting was exemplary. His story is pretty similar to yours, seeing as he was the only ordinary member among all the geniuses on Team A. But his kindness more than made up for it, even if it did descend into self-deprecation at times. Yes, I remember. Kadok was always concerned for others. Though he also had a pessimistic side, which bothered him as much as anyone else. He was expected to form a contract with the caster. See, I love Kadok, and it is my greatest upset that there is a Kadok Nendroid, but not an Anna Nendroid, because can you imagine the two of them together? Oh, it would be so cute. He didn't have much magical energy, so he wanted to avoid a combat-oriented servant who would guzzle up everything he had before the fight had even begun. Next up, Scandinavia Peperoncino. The names. Yes, you heard me. Scandinavia Peperoncino. Nobody knows his origins, and he's using a pseudonym, obviously. He was a freelance mage Marisbury recruited after they met abroad. Cheerful and funny, he always had a joke ready that kept Team A's spirits high. He was also the oldest member of the team. You could say he was a man a bit ahead of his time. He was expected to form a contract with an archer. He had an Italian air about him, but he was also strangely knowledgeable about Buddhism. Naturally, he also knew a lot about Indian mythology. Said he liked myths about cycles of death and rebirth. Akuta Hinako. She got her start in Yumina, the botany department, which is tied to the studies of witches at the clock tower. She used to be part of Chaldea's engineering team before her latent talents were spotted, and she was added to the pool of master candidates. She was the kind of person who would have been happy doing nothing more than curling up with a good book from morning till night. Oh, I feel you there, girl. But she had a strange aura about her that you couldn't help but notice. Come to think of it, Romani used to sulk about how she'd never come in for routine physicals. She was expected to form a contract with a rider. That was really important to her for some reason. Yeah, it was. Next, Beryl Gut. As for him, I guess we don't have to cover all these masters in depth. Moving on. Last but not least, we have, David Semvoid. He was something of an enigma, really. A loose cannon, you could say. Even got himself banned from his department at the Mages Association. That would be the folklore department, or Brishsan, if you're wondering. They dealt with otherworldly artifacts. It's an unorthodox field of study, despite being led by the clock tower's chancellor. Anyway, Marisbury had the highest regard for David's talent. I thought he was a rare find, too. There's only one, maybe two other people I recognized as geniuses, even when I was alive. And David was right up there with them. He never tried to understand anyone else, and nobody else ever understood him. He was expected to form a contract with a berserker, though no one ever expected him and his servant to reach any sort of understanding. And that's every master on Team A. Quite the cast of characters, right? But don't let that get to you. If anything, they're the ones who would be timid around you now. They may have been your senpai a year ago, but now you're the senpai and you've got the experience to prove it. Team A is nothing if not a meritocracy. They respect people based on their accomplishments, and yours have been pretty incredible. In fact, if I were you, I wouldn't bank on getting any sleep for a week or so once they're awake. They will be constantly bugging you to tell them all about your experiences and the singularities. Wodaime has a great tea stash, as you'd expect from a noble. Kadok can be shy, but he's very studious and is hugely into mythology. Pepe was a great listener. Even Akuta, who usually never said much of anything, would open up in front of him. Indeed, I have no doubt that half of Team A would get along great with you, Seki, which is exactly why I'm concerned. Thawing them out will have a profound effect on Chaldea's future. Gordolf is moving full steam ahead with the thaw, but it'll still take at least 4 days to get all the equipment ready. I can only hope they finish investigating the current staff before they get started. I agree, our term lasts until the very end of the year. So, if the investigation concludes by the 31st, we should just be able to help them thaw out. Boo! Boo! Right, whether you stay or go, this is still our problem to handle, at least for now. If something were to go down, it'd definitely be on the last day of the year, the 31st. So let's just be patient, keep our guard up, and wait for the right opportunity. Sound good, Master of Chaldea? I didn't get a choice there. What? Oh. Buddy, you need a chill. There we go. The once clear blue sky is slowly obscured by ominous clouds. This is the beginning of the end of 2019. Da Vinci still isn't back. Fu. I know, Fu. It's been 12 hours since Mr. Gordolf called for her last night. It's 4:30 p.m. right now. That gives us less than 8 hours until the year ends. Yeah, pre-COVID. Pardon me. Hello there, Seki. Mr. Munier. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. He's got something stuck in, like, my throat. Miss Demi-Servant. I hope you don't mind my stopping by. I just wanted to chat with you again one last time. Father Kotomine. My name is of no great consequence. Father will be more than sufficient. Very soon, your 4-day house arrest will come to an end. The investigation will continue until tomorrow, but you have been cleared of suspicion. It seems the Mages Association wishes to have you arrested, but we at the Holy Church feel otherwise. We see the battles you have fought and the contributions you have made and recognize them for what they're worth. My superior, Pontifex Noi, commended your accomplishments personally. He also told me to keep you safe from the Mages Association concealment system, saying it was the least we could do for those to whom we owe our lives. Yeah, that's fair. Really? Does that mean we're all fully acquitted? It does. I talked to Music and he agreed to release Caldea's entire former staff from their confinement in just a few more hours. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. The investigators called her in last night and she still hasn't returned. Where is she? Ah, Leonardo? She's a servant, so we can't afford to release her. We will unsummon her once she finishes helping us with our current task. This world is meant for the living. It has no place for the lingering dead like heroic spirits. Even the saints are no exception. The remnants of days past have no place in today's world, no matter what they may be. Hypocrisy! Hypocrisy! So you don't think servants are valuable? Are you telling us that only the Holy Church is on humanity's side, and that mystics must be opposed in all their forms no matter what? Not at all. Servants are useful tools. What I hate is the very concept of heroic spirits itself. Leonardo has been hard at work in the command room as of last night. The procedure to unthaw Team A has already begun. Now that the coffins have been repaired, they were to be thawed by 4 p.m. today, so I expect we'll be hearing word of their success any moment now. Leonardo will be on her way once that is done, but I am willing to at least grant her a last supper. A last supper. By all means, enjoy your final meal together this evening. Once you are done, I will have you taken to my helicopter and ensure you return to your family safely. That's... Of course. If that is your decision, I will respect your wishes. Indeed, part of me expected you would say as much. You like, the thing is, right, Kirei is like, despite the fact that he is wearing black and blue, he is a walking red flag, right? But what an attractive red flag. Operation complete. Coffin thawing successful. The coffins will be released in 3 minutes. Father Kotomine, please report to the command room. We are about to begin the resuscitation procedure. So the thawing was successful. Da Vinci might have pulled it off. Indeed, she is quite gifted. Also, he's already treating us collectively better than Gordolf at the moment, so, you know, he's not quite a walking red flag as much. I mean, he is, but, like, he's not. Yeah, Dakota Doyle. I'm just suspicious of the church in general. Yeah. I've heard enough in the reacts to never trust the church. Wish that I could overlook her secrets out of respect for her capabilities, but alas. At any rate, this brings us to the end, doesn't it, Seki? I truly admire your hard work, your restraint, and your patience. More's the pity. Oh, get fucked. Come now, you really don't know? All the miracles you performed are about to be destroyed at the hands of the very paragon of mediocrity. Oh. Oh. Operation complete. Coffin thawing successful. The coffins will be released in 3 minutes. Well done, Da Vinci. I'm impressed. We waste 3 days trying at this and nothing. You come in and get it done overnight. Maybe I should reconsider getting rid of you. I would hate to lose such a talented engineer. In fact, I just received word that my own engineers are having trouble with Chaldea's generator. They seem to have no idea what to make of it. If you stayed on as my secretary, that little problem would go away as well. What do you say? I'm quite generous to those who obey my commands. That's what I say. Thanks, but if that's my only option, you consider this my resignation. I'm here only out of interest for Chaldea as it was. I couldn't possibly care less about yours. I'll be on my way as soon as I have dinner with the rest of the former Chaldea staff. So it's like that? Fine then. You there, why aren't those coffins open yet? Hasn't it been 3 minutes by now? How long are you going to make me wait? Let's see. I don't trust the church. I trust this goes without saying, but Wodaime is our first priority, the crown jewel of the clock tower. We'll wake him up first and put him in my debt by telling him I saved his life. Yes, sir. Opening coffin now. Get fucked. Huh? Fuck? What the? It's empty. He's not in here. There's no sign of Kirstaria Wodaime in his coffin. It's not just him. There's nobody in coffins B, C, D, E, F, or G either. They're all empty. What's going on? We had vital signs in all of them just a moment ago. Ray shift? No. Huh. The coffin's contents can't be verified until they're open. There are any number of ways to make it seem like they're still giving off readings. Does this mean that at some point over the last 4 days someone opened them before I did and set them up to give off false signals? But who could have done that? And more importantly, how did they get Wodaime and the others out of... Warning, has occurred in observational data. No past observational data found. Statistical response, forecast, and prediction abilities compromised. Unable to detect anomalies in observational data. Unable to detect any form of electromagnetic waves. Unable to detect cosmic rays reaching Earth. Satellite visual feed lost. Mauna Kea Observatory's transmissions lost. There are currently no observable celestial objects on Earth. Oh, that's bad. Did I hear that right? What's the meaning of all this, Da Vinci? Whoa, what's going on? I didn't do anything! What are those cracks showing up in Chaldeus? You fucked up! That's what you did. Pseudo-celestial sphere Chaldeus overloaded, shutting down observational lens Sheba. Now what's happening? Intruders. I'm picking up magical energy signals at the front gate, Gate 3, and Gate 6. What the hell? There's more pouring in every second. Snap out of it. We don't need Sheba to use our internal security cameras. Get the footage of the front gate and Chaldea's surroundings on the screen. Right. Putting up visual now. Oh! Anna! They're human soldiers. We're surrounded. There are black-clad soldiers all around outside Chaldea. That's Anna. No, they're already in Chaldea. Gate 3 shutters have been destroyed. This is Gate 3. This is Gate 3. We are under attack by an unknown force. Requesting immediate backup. The club brigade has been wiped out. I repeat, the club... Your Excellency, we've just lost contact with the club brigade. I'm not getting any biometric feedback. What's going on? Nobody told me this sort of thing was going to happen. Koyanskaya. Where did Koyanskaya go? She betrayed you. Attention all staff. Attention all staff. Front and inner gates have all been shut down. All exit routes currently inaccessible. Please wait until functionality is restored. They've taken over the gates. Now what do we do? How are we supposed to escape? This is the Heart Brigade. We need backup. We're currently engaging unidentified enemy forces. Damn it. What the hell are these things? They keep getting back up even after we fill them full of holes. Damn it! Stay back! Don't move! Stop! Get away! Oh, God forbid you showed blood on screen. Maybe we saw blood, but I mean like death. Your Excellency, we've just lost contact with the Four of Flush. What are your orders? This can't be happening. All my soldiers are dead. What in the world's going on here? You're getting fucked. That's what's going on here. Oh, look, a fight. Good. I want to see on-screen murder. Oh, that's not a good sound. Senpai, those were gunshots. But who's shooting inside Chaldea? So it's begun. Well, Seki, much as I hate to say goodbye, I'm afraid this is where we part ways. Be warned, those hunters react to anything that moves. I wouldn't leave this room for a while if I were you. Ah, you walking red flag. Huh? It's locked? What gives? I thought he said he was gonna let us go. What the hell's going on here? Hey guard, who's shooting the place up? Shut up. I don't have time to deal with you right now. This is the Three of Clubs. Roger, request for backup. En route to the Spade Brigade now. Hang in there until I arrive. If any Chaldea staff try to stop you, just shoot them. Oh boy. The hell? He ran off without unlocking the door. Now what do we do, Seki? I'm not intelligent. Senpai, you've been studying the air vent for a while now. Are you thinking of escaping that way? I'm sorry to say this, but that vent is very narrow. The only one of us who could fit through it is Fu. Fu! 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 Oh, there's the fight music. What was that? Something just slammed into the door. Oh, crap. The door's all dented now. Please be quiet, Mr. Moonier. I'm sensing several entities in the hallway. Although, this magical energy density, it's almost like... Oh, door's getting a little dented. Foo! Foo! Ah, they're here. They're gonna break down the door. Both of you, please stand back. Senpai, please grant me permission to transform. If you use a command spell, I should be able to do it at least one more time. Please, Senpai, we're running out of time. I'll be fine. I've been training for this all year. Even Da Vinci said I could still transform as long as it was just for battle. Please. I know I've only been able to help as your navigator for the past year, but that's exactly why I want to fight now. I can't just watch while everyone gets killed when there's something I can do to help. I get the feeling that whoever's behind this is trying to destroy Chaldea as we know it. Please, Master Seki, before it's too late. Alright. Oh, I did. Ah, she did it, but is she gonna be alright, Seki? She hasn't even fought yet, and she already looks like she's about to collapse. I'm okay. Never mind that. Hurry and get behind. Oh. Ah, it's here. Wait, what even is that thing? Where'd it come from? Initiating combat. Your orders, Master. I'm pretty sure I've leveled MASH. I think. Oh, he is just a little guy. Oh, he's just a little dude. Oh. Quickly. There we go. I don't really need to activate Sure Target, but it does increase NP gain. Oprichnik? What? Oprichnik? What are you wondering about the name? I mean, we talked about the Oprichniki. We discussed this in the No, we discussed this in the episode about Ivan, I think. Right? It was Ivan? Pretty sure. Yeah. I remember things, people. This is the first military police that were ever established in Russian history, in the 1500s by Ivan the Terrible, the Oprichniki. Yeah, I know Ivan is part of this Lostbelt. I remember this. My God, I'm not that dumb. Okay. Do that just so I can get the NP increase. That'll come off of it. Hey, fuck off. What does Mash's NP do again? I've hardly ever used it. Okay. Like, I think I've probably gotten, like, to Mash's NP maybe, like, collectively less than 5 times. Fuck. Just you wait, chat. We're gonna periodically, I'm gonna remember things while we're playing through the Lost Belts, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, the goldfish brain is, like, only exists sometimes. I did it, Master. I was able to fight again. You call that fighting? That was way too reckless, Mash. It's obvious you're not ready for this. I saw how you used to fight when I was still working in the command room, and that wasn't even half of your former strength. There's no way we can let you fight like this. Seki, you and I'll need to... Being constantly bullied. A servant reacted to, like the video was posted recently on the channel, or like recent in term, I guess we're, okay, we are so far ahead, Frostshard. We are so far ahead. We have finished recording for January. That's like 9 videos behind me. Oh my God. Okay, the most recent videos that I posted were Suzuka. Let's see, what did we do in November? November was the novel month, which meant that we went over Buddha and Archimedes and Solomon ibn Gabriel. His name starts with an A. I forget Solomon's right. How do I remember his historical name and not his fucking anglicized name? Fuck! Well, I remembered one of his names, so I guess that counts. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, I'll be Broncos. Okay. Thank you, Chad. I knew it started with an A because I remember making the joke about our first two servants both starting with an A. Right, it's not Archimedes because Archimedes isn't in FGO. It's not Buddha because Buddha also isn't in well, Buddha is in FGO, but not in the way that we're thinking. So out of the last, like, 4 servant videos released, it would have to be either Suzuka or Avika Braun. I feel like it wasn't Avika Braun. So it'd have to be Suzuka by power of elimination. Oh, fuck Hakuno. Fuck Hakuno. No, because at least I remembered a name. No. Now there's even more of them. Mash, you cannot do this again, bud. Mash! My shield is so heavy. Even after all that time I spent training. Why is this happening? Foo! Master, Mr. Mounier, I'll draw their attention. Once I push them out into the hallway, you run as fast as you can the other way. But why not take her up on her offer? This is the first time in a year you've been comrades in arms, after all. Hey! Shit! Holmes! I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. My apologies. That is, as they say in modern parlance, simply how we great detectives roll. Alright, we're on section 5. Maybe we're moving fast. Oh, damn. I feel like there's been a commotion at Chaldea. Ay vey. And there you are. That is the situation we find ourselves in. Chaldea is under attack by an unknown military force. All exits have been sealed off, preventing any escape. Gordolf's private soldiers are doing their best to fight the intruders off, but it won't be long now before our adversary claims victory. Our task is quite simple. As we cannot escape outside, we will escape underground. Our adversary has yet to occupy the hangar, so that is where we will go. There we will find a shipping container in which we can take shelter. As it happens, I rescued 4 other staff members along the way and instructed them to head to the hangar as well. I would counsel alacrity. Move now while the hallways are still empty of enemy soldiers. Their attention appears to be directed towards the command room for the moment, but once they have seen to their business there, it won't be long before they find the underground facilities. The hangar. Oh, you mean the dock that we used to send cargo down the mountain. That would work as a shelter. This is great. We're saved. Come on, Mash. Seki, what are we waiting for? Yes, that is our best chance, but... God, Peachy. Senpai. Yep. Boo! Are you kidding me? Holmes just told you the command room is the most dangerous place here. Also, for record, I am not supposed to know anything about that creepy lady, right? Because she does not look familiar at all. And I feel like I'm not, I feel like that's correct in terms of what I would remember that character design, I feel like. Right? Okay. Thank God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, yes. Love that. I can see you've steeled yourself for the dangers ahead. Good. A word of advice then. Go around the command room by way of the L2 stairs. That will send you in the opposite direction of those black-garbed soldiers. I expect you will find Miss Da Vinci inside her workshop, but you will need to make your way through the command room regardless. Once you have met up with her, come straight to the hangar. Regretfully, I will not be able to go with you. Huh? You're gonna let them go off on their own, Holmes? That's okay. Holmes has his own things he needs to take care of. Right, Master? Precisely, Miss Secchi. Okay, thank God. Very well. I shall leave Da Vinci's rescue in your capable hands. Come on, Mr. Mounier. I can accompany you to the hangar, at least part way. Just me? But, right, figures. Okay, Mash, Secchi, sorry to run off ahead, but I'll see you two back at the hangar. Okay, be careful, Mr. Mounier. Thanks for doing this, Holmes. Of course. Just make sure you both exercise caution as well. Voo! Voo! Oh boy. Voo! Good. We made it to the back of the command room without those soldiers spotting us. Unfortunately, it looks like they've taken control of it, just as Holmes said. I don't see Da Vinci anywhere. If she escaped to her workshop, then... Wait, is that... I know those shoe taps. Ugh, don't tell me you still haven't found that graph. If it's not on the main server, it must be hidden somewhere else. Remember, our primary mission may be to take control of Chaldea, but our secondary objective is to seize that data at any cost. You may be satisfied as long as you can keep killing, but I told you that data is more important, didn't I? I swear, this is what happens when you just go around slaughtering without a moment's thought. Oprichniki are supposed to be the best of the best, but you guys are completely useless. You can't even capture a lone servant. Oh well, at least we gained control of the command room. You all remain on standby. The Grand Duchess will be here any moment now. I trust you at least know how to welcome royalty properly. Grand Duchess. So it would seem, although she called them Oprichniki. Where have I heard that name before? No, never mind that now. Saving Da Vinci comes first. Let's stay out of sight and make our way to the workshop, Master. It doesn't look like the soldiers are going to leave the command room anytime soon. That is probably what's stopping Da Vinci from leaving. Hey there, Secchi. Thanks for stopping by. I thought you might show up. I had no reason to think that, but now I'm glad I did. Da Vinci! Thank goodness you're all right. Oh. Yep, I'm doing okay. Things were looking pretty dicey for a while there, but I made it here intact. Those things are awful, you know? No matter how many times you kill them, they just keep getting back up and swarming all over you. Now, I know how it feels to be a lump of sugar getting mobbed by ants. Or maybe a piece of meat getting attacked by piranhas? Something like that. Anyway, so you went and transformed, Mash, just when you had a chance to get your body back to normal, too. Now, we'll have to start your treatment all over again. I'm sorry. I know you've all been so considerate of me. Don't worry about it. Can't really complain when Secchi and I are alive now thanks to that decision. Now then, Secchi, I think we'd better save the long-winded explanations until later. I take it you ran into Holmes. He's here with you? Then I don't have to waste my breath telling you that you need to escape to the hangar. I was planning to head there myself once I'd met up with you, but there's something I left behind. Let's see. This is the one thing we can't let them get their hands on. It contains a copy of the graph that made up of the data patterns for the spirit origins of all the heroic spirits you formed contracts with to date. In short, it contains your bonds with them. As long as you have this and Mash with you, you'll be able to summon heroic spirits again, though you will need to access a good ley line and a ton of energy to activate it, of course. Chaldea may not be able to get it up and running right now, but as long as we can make it through this predicament, we should be able to figure something out. I bet the spirit origin graph is what they're looking for, too. I originally moved it to this briefcase to keep it out of Gordolf's hands. Either way, good thing I did. Anyway, now that you and Mash are here, Secchi, we can slip out through the command room. Mash, I know that your body isn't operating at its peak, but do you think you can hang in there for just a few more battles? Of course. It'd be my honor to accompany you, Acting Director Da Vinci. Great. Then I'll be counting on you two to back me up. We'll need to take out the soldiers in the hallway to make it to the hangar. We have no choice but to cut through the command room along the way, but I do not want to fight in there if we can possibly avoid it. As I'm sure you saw for yourself, something is attacking Chaldeus. Ordinarily, Chaldeus should be protected by a powerful force field, making it impossible to touch. I'm still not sure exactly what's going on, but it looks like they've somehow managed to seal Chaldeus away. And that means there's a chance that Chaldeus could be physically destroyed. Even a single stray shot or ricochet can damage it. We have to avoid that at all costs. If Chaldeus ends up broken, fixing it would be impossible. Giddy. That's the spirit. This takes me back to our battle in the Holy Land. You've grown so much since then. Really now, you didn't have to come back for me. You would have been just fine, even if I was gone. But thanks for coming all the same. Which isn't to say I couldn't take care of myself. Now let's get out of here and head to the hangar. Okay. Kings. I hear kings. Oh. Okay, it wasn't super important. Alright. Okay. Alright, Okay.
T.H.E の三博士、北欧の大神、知恵の果実。我が英知、我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する。不王のユニベルサーレ。
Oh. I really overthought that. I went through, I read skills, I was like, ooh, I should activate, I should maybe wait on a couple of them and use them later. Because I feel like the guts and the healing would be a good, the healing is really good once you start getting hit, and then the guts I wanted to wait until she was lower health to activate, but... God forbid I try to be logical about it and then wipe them out in one hit. What a cat. Oh, creepy lady. Oh, creepy lady. Not creepy lady. That's right, this is where Chaldeus stores various kinds of equipment and disposes of materials it no longer needs. But that huge shipping container didn't used to be here. What could it be? Seki, Mash, Miss Da Vinci. I'm so glad you all made it. Check it out. This is the container we're using as shelter. I'm well aware, Munier. Good to know you guys are safe and sound too. Let's go inside, Seki. That container is made of a special, highly durable material. It'd take a tank shell to even dent it. Well, let me tell you about a weapon that Koyanskaya has access to. What's more, we set it up on some rails that'll eject it from the hangar in the worst case scenario. It might be a bumpy ride since we'll have to make the trip by sledding all the way down the mountain, but at least we should be able to make it to the bottom. You got it. Now come on, everyone else is already on board. You three are the only ones left. Let's get going before they find us. So you're all safe. That's wonderful. I knew Holmes could do it. Well, all of us who escaped to the West Hall anyways. There's a wall of ice blocking the way to the East Hall. Everyone who escaped there is frozen solid. What? But how? That shouldn't even be possible. Maybe not, but it's true. I saw it for myself back in the command room. One girl froze the entire East Hall single-handedly, hard as it is to believe she's a servant. She must be a heroic spirit who was summoned outside of Chaldea. She headed to the command room after freezing the East Hall, so that might be frozen solid by now too. Fool. But still, how? Dr. Roman said it was impossible to summon heroic spirits without this shield, let alone outside of Chaldea. I know, which is why the circumstances are so precarious. That heroic spirit shouldn't be here. This whole situation shouldn't even be possible. They caught us completely by surprise. We have nothing at all to go on at the moment. Which is yet another reason why we should beat a temporary retreat. We can call the Mages Association for help, gather intel on who we're up against, and... somebody. Anybody. If anyone's hearing this, please answer me. Anyone at all. That was a survivor. I'm sure of it. He needs help. But which block could he be in? Come on. What are you waiting for? Holmes is yelling for us to go already. We're out of time. We have to go now. I feel for whoever that is, but luck just wasn't on his side. We've got to forget about him. You heard the man. Holmes is right, and of course, I agree. We just don't have time. The only thing we can do for him now is pray that he makes it out alive on his own. Unless you two are willing to stay behind to help someone you don't even know. Oh god, they're coming. They're coming! Somebody, anybody. Why does this sort of thing always happen to me? Damn it all, who do they think I am? I'm Gordolf Goddamn Music, the eldest son of the Music family. I was going to lead Chaldea to glory. Yes, glory! That's what was supposed to happen. But now... So it's that music bastard, huh? All the more reason to forget about him. He's got no one to blame but himself. Why should we help a guy like that after everything he did to Chaldea? Yeah. Oh! Why? Why do things always turn out like this? Why do they always turn on me in the end? This always happens to me. Always. Nothing's changed at all. No matter where I go, no matter what I try, I was always an outcast, a loser, a social leper. I knew what everyone was thinking. I knew they all hated me, but what was I supposed to do about it? I don't know why they hated me. I don't know how to get people to like me. Oh, the creepy lady's back. But I tried. I did the best I could. I never had my sights set on first place, you know? I would have been happy with second or third. But just look at how things turned out. Forget third. I didn't even end up placing at all. Ow, stop it. Damn it, after a lifetime of failure, I thought this would finally be my shot at success. But a loser is all I'll ever be, no matter where I go or what I do. Damn it. I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die. After all, no one's ever praised me before. No one's ever loved me before. Aw, buddy. Understood, Master. Let's go rescue Gordolf Music. Huh? Have you guys lost your minds? Why would you risk your necks for a jerk like that? Sorry about this, Mounier. Tell Holmes to wait until we get back. Once these two have made up their minds, they won't budge an inch. But don't worry, my limitless universal genius will see us back safely in no time. Let's just say today is Gordolf's lucky day. Besides, I have to admit, you can't hear all that and then not help. So nothing ever went right for him, huh? Then, this time for sure, we make sure we get there in time. Isn't that right, Seki? Yeah. Oh! Really? Okay. Mr. Mounier, please watch Fu while I'm gone. Don't worry, Fu. I promise I'll be right back. When is the music gonna start playing? The opening. Fu. Oh, creepy lady. Maybe hot creepy lady, but you know. Okay. Oh god, I'm doomed. My magic pistol is out of bullets and I've used all my talismans. Oh god, this is going to hurt, isn't it? That one sickle hurt like hell. They're probably not going to kill me quickly either. I've seen these things in the old records. They're the Tsar's oprichnik. They're soldiers expressly designed to make humans suffer, demons in human clothing. I don't know why they've come back to life here and now, but oh god, this is going to hurt so much. I guess I'm going to die as unlucky as... Well, I'm impressed you've managed to stay alive this long, Gordolf. What? You're that caster. And you're that demi-servant girl. And that third-rate master, Seki. What are you all doing here? We're here to rescue you, believe it or not. Don't thank me, though. This was entirely Seki's idea. Not that I can really see a prat like you ever thanking someone. 4 Blackguard soldiers are headed this way. Your orders, master. Hey. We gotta kill things now. Work on the arts.
東方の三博士、北欧の大神、知恵の果実。我が英知、我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する。魚のユニベルサーレ。ステータスアップ。これで出ます。まあ、落ち着いて盛大に行こうか。
This is true. Yikes. It's an ouchie.
およそ私は万能なんです。どこから手をつけたものなんですか。あ、それ。
Go, Da Vinci, go!
我が英知、我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する。無謀のユニベルサーレ。
Okay. How do I mute this? Okay, there we go. I muted it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. When I was reading it. I just didn't think I needed it this time. Oh, the urge to receive is so strong. The battle is over. Gordolf Music is safe now. Ugh, what are you doing here? Do you actually think you've helped me just because you've saved my life? I'm the real victim here. They should have broken up Chaldea after all. The heroic spirit summoning system turned out to be a broken down piece of junk, and the supposed star of the show, Chaldeus, overloaded the moment I got here. Then I go and lose contact with the outside world. I can't find Kayan Sky anywhere, and to top things off, I run into those oprichniks. What sort of wickedness have you brought upon us now? Don't tell me you went and destroyed the world again. Buddy, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. There's a look. It's sad and all. It's sad and all that your life has been sad. But honestly, if you act like this with everyone you meet, I get it. I get it, buddy. You gotta figure this out. Destroyed the, I'm afraid you're greatly mistaken. We weren't the ones responsible for the incineration of humanity, but don't you dare talk back to me. Just shut the hell up and start fixing this mess you made. Ooh, just thinking about it is giving me the shakes. Come on then, get to work. You see, I knew this would be more trouble than this Coglione is worth. Anyway, we really don't have time to explain everything right now. For the moment, let's get back to safety. I'm sure everyone else is on pins and needles waiting for us. You're right. We'll need to apologize to them. Still, I'm glad we weren't too late. Aren't you, Senpai? Disgusting. She's kind of hot. Oh, I got St. Quartz. I love that. Okay. Yeah. I say kinda to hide it, but no, she is. I never thought I'd be forced to run a marathon on top of a mountain. If anything, you should be praising me for fighting valiantly all on my own. Buddy. Not a fan of long-distance running. It's okay. If you want to sit down and take another break, we don't mind. But you should know that we're not going to wait for you another second. You think I don't know that? Come on, pick up the pace! Before more of those oprichniki catch up to... Yeah, buddy. It's Koyan. Okay, that's far enough. Looks like you're not going to be crossing this particular finish line, are you? This is terrible. Those things have captured Koyan's sky. God, you're so dumb. God, you're so dumb. Buddy, I know why people didn't like you. I know why people didn't like you, and it's hard to hear. But you're dumb, and you're rude, and you have no sense of social significance. I see. After my quick thinking let me escape from the command room before anyone else. She must have found herself all alone and was forced to give herself up. The poor thing. No, Mr. Gordolf, the oprichniki didn't capture her. She's the one leading them. I don't know why she did it, but I think she's the one who orchestrated this attack on Chaldea. You're joking! Then you mean she's been deceiving me all this time? That she only traveled far and wide and worked herself to the bone so I could land Chaldea for her sake instead of mine? Damn it, you little minx! How dare you toy with an innocent man's heart like that? Oh my, I think we have a misunderstanding, Your Excellency. We recommended Chaldea to you as a purchase with tremendous value. We were completely honest about that. You saw its value, accepted the offered price, and invested your personal fortune. We assassinated your rival bidders to guarantee your purchase. As a result, you gained sole rights over Chaldea and its property, and we were able to complete our objective without the association interfering. That sounds like a win-win to me. But then you go and call me a minx? I'm normally very gentle, but that really ruffles my feathers. So now we're going to kill you all. It's time for all of you to pay up for everything you're worth. Should we be calling you a vixen, bitch? Master, Mr. Music, get back. Like, what do you mean? Cloud One's sound judgment. Terrifying elf lady is hot. This non-negotiable. Her smile is utterly false. I've never sensed such fierce bloodlust before. Oh, I'm impressed, Shield Girl. I guess you really do know a servant when you see one. But don't worry your pretty little head, okay? I couldn't care less about other servants, so I'll make sure to kill you quickly. The only prey I really like to take my time with is of the human variety. The ones I'm really fond of I like to stuff and mount on my walls. In fact, I've got quite a nice collection now, if I do say so myself. You know how some people like to hunt foxes? It's just like that, only with humans. I can do both. I can do both. I can be Gordolf isn't worth my time, but you just barely make the grade, Seki. I think you'd look wonderful on my mantle. Oh, but I will have to remove those unsightly limbs first. Get fucked, bitch. I like my hands. Opposable thumbs. Come on, Seki, do something. You're a master, right? Don't worry, I've got these soldiers figured now. Mash, you just hang behind and back me up. If that's all we're up against, I should be able to... Handle them yourself? I don't think so. Not when we have the invincible Grand Duchess on our side. Oh. Anna! Death to those who would disobey the glorious Tsar. Eradication to those who would betray us. V, I will wish this myself. I will curse them myself. We will reduce all good people to stone, to ice, to nothingness. Open your wicked eye, V. That's the witch who surrounded Chaldea. She's a servant. She froze the entire East Hall solid. That's it. I'm really done for this time. You're no match for her, Da Vinci. She's got you beat in abilities and looks up. Whoops. Sorry. I really should be more careful with my staff. But if you don't have anything helpful to say, how about you be a dear and shut the hell up? That said, Seki, I'm afraid Gordolf isn't totally wrong. She is a servant, and not the kind we know either. Make sure you're ready to back me up with those command spells. We need to settle this quickly, before she gets serious. Grand battle. Nice. Ay! What the fuck? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
T.H.E の果実我が英知我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する魚のウニベルサーレ盛大に行こうかレオナルドパンチ走りたまえ
Okay. Alright. I don't know how hard she's gonna hit. Oof.
東方の三博北欧の大使知恵の果実我が英知我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する魚のウニベルサーレ盛大に行こうかレオナルドパンチ走りたまえ
Oh, I just saw Permafrost Empire get unlocked. Nice. Oh. Looks a little chilly. It's useless. A servant from proper human history has no chance against one from the Lostbelt. She's survived hardships and environments you can't even imagine. You never stood a chance. Though I will say you did pretty well, at least for servants from this cushy world. Yes, I can see she has quite the formidable spirit origin. And you know what they say, the bigger they are, the more common their weaknesses. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Thanks for being so incorrigibly smug. A bomb! Ah, better cover my ears. An anti-spiritual body flashbang. She's a clever inventor, that servant, but I'm betting she's just about to run out of tricks. Let's go after them, Your Imperial Highness. There's nowhere left for them to run. They're trapped like rats. Rats, rats, rats. There were a lot of rats in that house, too. All they know how to do is gnaw at their surroundings and multiply. And multiply. Still, I recognize that that is one of proper human history's greatest strengths. If their strength lies in multiplying, we will show our strength in eradicating them all the more fiercely. Our world, the Lostbelt we come from, is a cruel and frigid place. How laughable to think they consider this mild environment cold. Soon we will show them what true hell is. Okay. Alright, I think Section 8's the final section, if I'm not incorrect. On to an unprecedented journey. Man, the loading. Man, the loading. Okay, here we go. We finally made it back. Everyone's okay. So this is the hangar. It's a lot bigger than it looked in the file. Just shut it and get in the container, Coglione. I can feel the cold breathing down our necks. Boo! Boo! Hey, over here, quickly! The ice is right behind you. Look! Yeah, buddy. The enemy servant's closing in. I'll fight her off, Master. If I don't stop her here, everyone who fled to the container will suffer the consequences. No need for that. They'll never catch up to us at this pace. One more step and victory is ours. I'll bring up the rear, the rest of you. Indeed. You were just one step short. Oh! No! Respectfully? I remember this now. I remember this now. I'm sorry. Old habit of mine. You left your heart open, and that seemed the fastest way to end you. Huh. Servant or not, you can't survive once your spirit origin core has been shattered. Farewell, Leonardo da Vinci. With you gone, Chaldea's head is well and truly crushed. Da Vinci! Stay back, Seki. You little... Oh, you've got guts. Instead of pulling away, you're pinning me with your own body? Impressive. Grab the case and go. Hurry. Do not let them get their hands on that spirit origin graph. I'm actually crashing out. First it was Romani. Now it's Da Vinci. Actually crashing out. Fucking hate it. Never trust the church! Don't put it that way! Oh my god. Mother! Father! Fucking god. No, no. No, 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 no. We can't possibly do that. We can't just run away and leave you behind. Oh, yes, you can. I wouldn't have helped you if you and Seki weren't the sort of people you are. Goodbyes always have a way of surprising you, even for geniuses like me. I guess it's for real this time. No more getting lucky like in the Holy Land. No! Wait, actually? The English or the Japanese? Was as in divorce, or do I need to be concerned about actual death? Oh, okay, thank God. Take care of MASH for me, Seki, and take good care of what's in that case, too. And not just because it'll be useful, okay? That graph is proof that your journey really happened. It's our pride and joy, both for me and the others who aren't with us anymore. I just couldn't bring myself to, erase it. I'm actually so upset. Oh, no you don't. You're not pulling your hand out yet. You just killed a genius. Don't think you're getting off that easily. Go on, Seki. Hurry. The Chaldea you knew is gone now. But as long as you and MASH are alive, this isn't over. I'm positive there'll be a new Chaldea in the future. Farewell, Seki. I know it's a lot to ask, but don't give up and do your best. But, MASH, Carolite, Seki, Gordolf, Music. That's the last 3. We're all in here now. Foo! 3? Don't you mean 4? Where's Miss Da Vinci? Da Vinci's... She's gone. That servant was killed in the line of duty. She went out in a blaze of glory. Ugh, shut off the waterworks, girl. You're blubbering as I would slap him. I would actually slap him. I see. In that case, all we must do now is survive. Well, sure, but how exactly do we go about doing that, Holmes? This shelter's only gonna last so long. It's getting colder and colder outside. We go about it like this, naturally. Do you all see those pipes on the wall? Hold tightly to them and be sure to keep your mouths closed. It is about to get rather bumpy in here. Wait, you don't mean we're going to escape in this container, do you? I certainly do. That is, of course, the entire purpose we had in making it. Not to worry, we've already prepared it to handle sudden changes in atmospheric pressure. Just sit back and enjoy the 6-kilometer sled ride. Oy. What the hell? Confirming their caster's spirit origin is gone. This just about completes our operation now, but I didn't think they still had another servant up their sleeve. You really can't trust everything you read in reports, can you? You're the one who planned this operation, Koyenskaya. What do you think? Hey, this isn't my fault. I said all along I suspected they weren't telling us everything. Though I will say, I didn't expect them to slide down the mountain in a shipping container. That was how they threw away their trash, right? The trip must have reduced those humans to just red smears on the container walls, right? Please, this was obviously their plan from the start, and they managed to keep that extra servant a secret. They must have something else up their sleeve. The master, the demi-servant, Gordolf, and the 8 surviving staff members. That makes 11 precious human lives. Can I trust you to take care of them, Koyenskaya? You can. This is a bit beyond the scope of my job here, but I'm willing to make an exception. I have my pride, after all. Besides, we need to make sure the humans are completely wiped out, don't we? Oh god, we're sledding. We're actually sledding in this thing. This is ridiculous, even for us. Still, this should let us escape. Once we've made our way down the mountain, there should still be an association ship at the end. Oh. What the hell was that? Oh god, we're spinning. The container's spinning around on its side. Foo! Foo! Did somebody just snipe us? But where could they have possibly shot at us from? Oh god, the container's falling apart. If we get thrown out at this speed, we'll... Don't worry, it only looks like a container from the outside. We will survive this. I planned for pretty much exactly this situation. I didn't spend the last 6 months modifying this thing for nothing. Hello and good morning, fellow Chaldeans. Well, I guess I should say it's nice to meet you all. I'm Leonardo da Vinci. But since we're all friends here, you can just call me Da Vinci. What? I got a new look. I'm a genius after all. Can't expect me to keep the same style forever. Or are you so struck by my beauty you're at a loss for words? Of course you are, you little devils, you. Let's just say this is the sheer unbridled power of a main character. Bit of a shock seeing me again 5 minutes after my tragic death scene. Allow me to explain. That is a spare body Miss Da Vinci created for herself in case of emergency. It is a relatively low-cost solution, though unfortunately it has a commensurately low output. And so she is able to behave as though she is simply picking up where the former Da Vinci left off, even though she is a low-ranking servant who only just awakened. Huh, you there. Black coat guy who's just plain sucking at driving this thing. What gives with the spoilers? I was waiting for the perfect moment for my big reveal, you know? Excuse me, but is that true? Are you really Da Vinci? I sure am. Take a good look at these glasses if you don't believe me. Mash, Seki, this may be the first time we're meeting, but I already know all about you. I inherited all the other me's memories after all. I've really been looking forward to the day I can meet you all like this. I might not be quite as capable a Renaissance woman as the old me, but I hope I can help you out from now just the same. If you've quite finished with your introductions, please get back to the controls, Da Vinci. Need I remind you that you are an artificial servant created expressly for the purpose of piloting this all-terrain void transporter, the Shadow Border. Without you, the Shadow Border cannot function at full capacity. Ugh, you really are a buzzkill, Holmes. You know I can't talk while I'm in the control tube. But this is an emergency, and everybody's safety does come first. Guess I'll just go back to sleep then. We'll talk later, after things have calmed down. Good night, Seki. Good night, Mash. Good night, Senpai. Who was that tiny Da Vinci? I am so confused. What a jump! That was a slope-crossing impact, wasn't it? Correct! I see you're quite the driving enthusiast, Gordolf. Why yes, as a matter of fact, I don't like to brag about it, but I am something of an amateur racer. I'm the sponsor, driver, and strategist all rolled into one. Music the Phoenix, they call me. Now then, we're about to reach the ice shelf. From there we'll head for the coast and the sea beyond. Oh, that's right. You don't know where we are, do you? Well then, take a look out the window, Miss Seki. It's not every day one gets a chance to see scenery like this. Southern edge of the map. Long. Antarctica. Yep. Yeah. Now, time for our last job. The pseudo-celestial sphere Chaldeus, the miracle that leads to the root, the miracle that the Animus Sphere family wished for and dreamed about for over 2 millennia. Part of me wishes we didn't have to trample all over this dream, but such is life. It is the job of adults to teach children the harsh truths of reality. Even the Tsar fears this celestial sphere. After all, changing the past via ray-shifting is the one threat we cannot counter. So this is Chaldeus. It looks just like an Easter egg. So this is the device I must freeze, Father? That's right. That is what the Tsar wants. You must use your noble phantasm to defeat the traitors. You must bury this magnificent crown jewel of humanity yourself in a coffin of permafrost. What will you do, Your Imperial Highness, Grand Duchess Anastasia? Yeah. I'm gonna send a couple of videos? I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna send these. I think I'm gonna send them in general. Just for some stuff I've been recently watching that I think is kind of funnily related to this in a lot of ways. So let me... Because I can't remember if I remembered to mention this, but I feel like I remember mentioning that the Kharkovchanka is very similar to Da Vinci's all-terrain vehicle in Antarctica. Yeah, no, yeah, there are massive mountain ranges in Antarctica. Anyways, I really like that creator, and there's a couple really good videos that they've made. Although many nations have claimed this land as their own, the fact remains that it is the last frontier yet to fall into humanity's grasp. Chaldea was built right in its center so that no nation could use it for their own ends. It was built on a mountain range hidden by an endless blizzard, or rather, the lingering scent of mystics, and then further reinforced by a bounded field. It is the largest and only observatory of humanity on the entire planet, its location and secrets concealed from the moment of its creation. That is Chaldea, the security organization for the preservation of humanity. I suppose I ought to say that it was Chaldea. As of now, Chaldea has fallen into the hands of an unknown adversary, one who is trying to shut it down even as we speak. Trying to shut it down even as we speak? Correct. I've confirmed that as of 20 seconds ago, all command room transmissions have ceased, and all power output has shut down. Chaldea is no longer operating either. The air conditioning has stopped, the inside temperature has dropped below minus 100 degrees. As loath as I am to say it, we must face the facts. Chaldea is lost. Yeah, they literally are the Mountains of Madness. I actually have that manga. We no longer have any means of taking it back, or even returning to it. Stop it. Please, stop it. I have to go back to Chaldea. Please let me go back. It hasn't been taken from us yet. I know it hasn't. All my memories of the time I spent with everyone else are there. Nothing can change that. And Dr. Roman's room is still... full. Stop that. What do you hope to accomplish by going back now? Go on, youngster. Talk some sense into her. Miss Seki, would you mind holding Mash back from... Never mind. There's no need for that. Her body has reached its limit. I am afraid that is what happens when one transforms while one is unable to properly synchronize with one's own spirit origin. All the duress you placed on your body comes back to bite you. At this point, she lacks even the strength to open the hatch. I would advise that you sit her down and strap her in before she suffers unnecessary injury. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. If I'd only been able to fight as a real servant. Senpai. Oh, Mash. Hang on. What's that? Holmes, are you seeing what's outside the window? Of course. I've seen it since I took control. Nevertheless, it is hard to believe. One could be forgiven for thinking it a bad dream. Are those meteoroids? But we didn't get any reports from Panama. If there were meteoroids too big to burn up in the atmosphere headed this way, we would have heard. And what's with those trajectories? How can they possibly be falling straight down like that? An occurrence that defies human understanding. That tells us they cannot be meteoroids. I believe we can rule out debris as well. Which means this can only be something once relegated to fiction. For example, an invasion from outer space. You're joking, right? Who could say something like that with a straight face? I mean, that would just be absurd, right? Or what? Are you really saying those people were aliens? That they only pretended to be human in order to take over Chaldea? How can... My apologies, but please do be quiet. We're picking up an external transmission. It's using the same frequency you did at Chaldea. we have left a message for all of humanity. This planet will soon be reborn as an old, brand new world. Human civilization was a mistake. The path of our growth was incorrect. And so I have made my decision. I will revolt against all of human history, proper human history. We are about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secrets. We will restore the Age of Gods. To that end, the gods have descended from a far-off galaxy, and in their wisdom they have used 7 seeds to select new leaders. These leaders will remake this planet as they see fit, and the one who reigns supreme shall be given the right to renew the world itself. The life forms from proper human history will not be permitted to take part in this war, or even to view it from the sidelines. The roots of cosmic fantasy have descended upon us. Trees of creation have sprung up all across the land. Now all of the old humanity's endeavors will be set aside, frozen. Thus shall you atone for your sins. 2019, the year that proper human history came to an end. With COVID? Yes. My name is Wodaime, Kirshtaria Wodaime. On behalf of the 7 cryptors, I have a message for those of you who escaped from Chaldea. No, rather, I have a message for the scant few remnants of the human race. We will be the inheritors of this world's history. Kirshtaria? That did sound like Kirshtaria, but... Kirshtaria Wodaime, the leader of Team A. Here I was going to take him under my wing, and this is the thanks I get. I'll be muting it. Now, what is that? Emergency from the computer room. Emergency from the computer room. Hey there, it's me, Da Vinci, the one controlling the border all by my lonesome. We're less than 2,000 meters away from the coast now, but I'm afraid we've got a little problem to deal with first. I'm picking up a ton of spirit origin signals up ahead. It's more of the soldiers that attacked Chaldea. I'm counting about, well, see for yourself. As they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. It is those soldiers that attacked Chaldea. How can there even be that many? Damn it, looks like a whole damn division out there. The hell is this? Foo! Foo! There's no way our border here can break through a group like that. If we try to charge them, we'll all be dead way before we hit the water. Holmes, hard right. We'll have to give up on the ship and try for another observatory. I'm afraid that won't work, Da Vinci. We're getting no response from the American base. In fact, according to the sonar, there's nothing to be found anywhere. Surely you can see that yourself. As long as we remain in Antarctica, we have no chance of victory. If the enemy forces who occupied Chaldea catch up to us, we will be quite finished. Our only hope for survival is to plow through that mass of soldiers and pray we make it out to sea. You'd bet all our lives on that. What are you, an idiot? We can't possibly break through that army. Even if we did somehow make it out to sea, the ship is bound to be hijacked by now. It would only be a matter of time before they catch up to this broken down truck and slaughter us all. That's one opinion. Miss Seki, tell me, what do you think? Quite right. This is an adventure, and one of the grandest ones imaginable at that. It's certainly not some boring escapade where we barrel our way through an army of horrific killers. No, this will be humanity's first Magecraft voyage. To date, humankind has traveled to the moon, the subterranean world, and even through time. This voyage will be unlike any of those trips, though no less grand in ambition. The world we hope to visit is one that cannot exist without being defined, even as it lies in a domain beyond our reach. In other words, we will be attempting to travel to a world that exists on the negative vector. What did you just say? You can't mean... Da Vinci, permission to use the paper moon? The Atlas Institute may not have cleared me for it, but I'm quite familiar with its operation. After all, I got a rather thorough look at its top-secret manual while I was in their headquarters. Try Hermes at the Atlas Institute. You detective types are always on the job, aren't you? Still, be honest with me, how good do you think our odds are of pulling that off? Better than if we tried to fight those soldiers? 30% at best, I should think. For that matter, I can't even be sure where we'll end up. If all we wish to do is make it out of this predicament alive, I have no doubt there are better options available. But, if you have your sights set further than that, this is the one I recommend. I believe it will aid us in fighting this adversary in the future. Understood. Expanding Void Reality Observation Device, Paper Moon. Expanding logic formula on Shadowborner's external armor. Removing existence verification for reality space. Future prediction, hypothetically prove mirror world plane in 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.6 seconds. Emergency processes, all green. Looking good, Holmes. We're all set for our maiden voyage. Now then, a little heads up for those of you in the cockpit. Your souls will almost leave your body for a moment, but don't worry. You'll be fine. It's just your average out-of-body experience. But if you find yourself saying stuff like, I'm floating, or is that my own body I'm looking at? Just reach out, grab your body, and hold on for dear life. As long as you do that, you'll come out the other end alive. How is any of that fine? You've just said you're literally going to kill us. Oh, okay. Foo! Master, I still don't understand what's going on. Are you sure about this? Now that's the T.H.E I know. Then without further ado, let's get started. Although this phenomena intervention method we're about to attempt is one of the first Chaldea ever devised, we banned its use because of its extreme difficulty and danger. You know how ray shifting involves breaking a master down to spiritrons and outputting them into space-time as numerical values? Well, this way of traveling through space is the exact opposite. We'll be slipping through a crack in this world into a sea of time, completely erasing our existence from reality. We have a lot on our plates right now. An adversary that attacked Chaldea, those things that fell from space, the cryptors. Like Mash said, we don't know what's going on right now. But one thing we know for sure is that they're all enemies, threats to humanity that even destroyed Chaldea. If we're going to do something about all this, we'll have to start breaking even more forbidden taboos. We are not handing over the future we worked so hard on to take back to a bunch of newcomers we don't know the first thing about. So first, we find a way out of this mess. Then, we strike back. Well, let's get going, Master T.H.E. We have a new weapon and a new course ahead of us. Shadow border, untether from reality. Void space dive, zero sail, unfurl. Alright, I'm assuming this is my muting moment. Right? Okay. I'm just gonna mute myself then entirely. Okay. Should be all back up and going. You can see everything now. Okay.
と少しとなりました。霊気保管庫の小さなことからコツコツとふとキュッ。
Yeah, no menu. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, oh, okay, so main record is now what my parts are called. Okay. And there's permafrost. All right. Interesting. Okay. Hang on a sec. We're gonna flip over really quickly because I wanna. Let's see. Okay. All right, chat. Where? Oh, so this is my part 2 start dash guaranteed summon. All right. I am actually going to do this today. So I just figured I would. You know. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Summon info. Who's in this summon? Because I know it's a very specific list, right? Okay. So Sigurd's a big one. I think Sigurd, Abby, and Hokusai. Sigurd, Abby, and Hokusai are the 3 I'm hoping for. I think there's maybe like a few that I might like actively be disappointed in. You know, just because I'd be like, oh damn, like I don't really want that. Mostly I don't really want Bibi and I don't really want Kiara. I'd rather not have Mysterious Heroine X Alter, and I don't really want First Hassan or Moriarty, Archer of Shinjuku. If I get Holmes, I actually will... I don't know what I'll do, but it will be drastic, and it will be irritating. Okay? Okay. Alright, guys. We'll let it play through since I'm guaranteed someone. So I don't really care. Shut the fuck up with that Holmes number 3. I haven't used Holmes yet. I literally haven't. I haven't even leveled Holmes yet. Oh. Story-wise, he's fun. Also, y'all should be grateful for my goldfish brain, because otherwise you wouldn't get such great reactions. Oh. Is that my... Yep, that's my gold card. Is that... Yes! Oh my god, I'm trying so hard not to peek the mic. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to peek the mic. Yes! That is one of the 3 I wanted. Oh, I don't feel great about Mama Vinci's death. Yeah, there were only 2 foreigners in there for me to get. And I would have been happy with either of them. For some reason, I am just accumulating a lot of arts units, Frostshard. At this point, it's probably a good thing that the banner I've chosen for New Year's is the Lady Avalon banner. Because if I could pick up Lady Avalon, that would be fantastic. I mean, yes, I want to kill Kirei again, because that was some bullshit. Never trust Kotomine. Never. Oh. I'm not rolling on the Castoria, but I am rolling on the Lady Avalon. Oh, she's so cute! Now I have both Hokusais. Yay. This, you gotta... Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got all sorts of different stuff now. Alright, where'd you go? Oh, I have a filter on. I guess I can make my life easier. Can I? Okay. I can't get it. Okay, I'll get started and then she'll be marked in my progressing. So I know to go back. Who's up for Ascension right now? Ah, the same people that were before. Seeing little Da Vinci in my thing is awful. I did not like that. I miss regular Da Vinci. Oh. Oh. That's so sad. Yeah, I am genuinely accumulating so many art servants at this point. I really should just focus on arts teams. Especially since the banner I'm rolling on is Lady Avalon, Van Gogh, and Miss Crane. And honestly, I think Van Gogh is my most wanted from that list, and Knick Knack thinks that Lady Avalon is the one I should really be aiming for. You know? And then Miss Crane I would just enjoy having. I just think she's fun. I like her a lot. Okay, so if I go back here... Okay, so this takes me back to the main interlude. Alright. The main record is... Yep. Okay, so this is where I need to complete my free quests, because I've got 14 left there. And then I've got all my free quests left in here. Pretty much. So if I wanted to... Okay, and then Chaldea Gate is still how I access other stuff. Okay. That makes sense. Good to know. Good to know. I have neither a Castoria nor an Ash. Yeah, I like Crane. I'm not necessarily... Crane being on the banner with Lady Avalon and Van Gogh is just kind of like a little added bonus, because when I was looking at the New Year's banners, I was really trying to consider, my thought process on considering them was like which banners have like the best chances of me actually getting a servant I want. So like let me pull it up. NA FGO 2026 New Year's GSSR. I have to figure out the name of it because I keep forgetting it. Oops, not that one. I'm in the wrong place. I don't know what is the event called? Oh yeah, I'm in year. I'm in the wrong year. It's definitely not it. Hey guys, what's the event called? I have a really good Jufu too. Like, I've used that team before, borrow a Castoria and then go from there. God forbid I'd just be able to find anything. Ever. It's the... Is it the Stay Night 20th Anniversary campaign? I forget. New Year's 20... It's, yeah, for the GSSR that we're getting for New Year's. I've forgotten the name again. Oh my god. It's gotta be that. Yeah? No, it's not. Okay. God, you know what? Knick-Knack sent me the goddamn link. Hold on. Let me go find it. I have it up. I have it up. Okay. Alright. Alright, so yeah, it was New Year's 2024. Okay, so summoning campaigns, yeah. So, I was looking through... Oh, you know what? I guess, while we're talking about this, let me slide this on over to my main screen and then show it to you all. That way I don't have to be looking at two separate screens. Let's do it this way. Okay, there we go. It'll cut the audio feed, but yeah, there we go. So I was looking at like all of these. Let me just, where's my settings? Oh, I was gonna zoom in. But where's my zoom? Oh, yet another thing I have yet to figure out. Okay, all right, unimportant. So yeah, I was looking at like all of these things, and I was kind of looking for like the summons that would give me the best chance of getting someone that I actually liked, right? Since I didn't want what happened with last year's GSSR to happen again. So I was sort of looking like group by group. And I was seeing like there were some interesting groups where just like I was like, well, I'm interested in like 2 people, maybe 3, but not everyone, you know? So like I had mentioned that I kind of was interested in this Buster summon here. For like a couple of reasons, but then I wasn't really gung-ho about all of it. I also mentioned that this one was a little tempting, but once again, not everything. I think this one was also very tempting. The Durga, Ibuki, Melt. But I don't think I know that servant, so I was kind of like, I don't really want to risk getting like that servant, you know? And I think I was also interested in this one. But like as I was looking through them, I kind of just realized that like this AoE support has Van Gogh and Lady Avalon and Miss Crane, and I'd be happy to get any of those servants, right? Because I was like, oh, I'd love to get Himiko here, but I don't really want to get Musashi or Bunyan, right? So it's like that's just 50% chance, you know? Like it wasn't ideal per se. So I'm kind of the thought process is I would like to sort of hedge my bets for getting a servant that I actually really want, and then, you know, potentially a servant that would be really useful to me. Because a lot of these I don't know like one servant or more on the banner, or I don't care about like 1 or 2 servants on the banner, and I'm like, I don't really want to like, for example, roll on like this or something and get like one of the servants I don't know and then be stuck, right? It's just kind of, you know, unfortunate. So yeah, this is the art summon that I think I'm gonna be doing. That's my plan, is doing this one and hopefully getting. I want Van Gogh. Knick Knack wants Lady Avalon for me. I will be happy with any of those three. I did say this was the other really tempting one for me. Is this one with Artoria Ruler, Rom Quinn, Ibuki, and Abby. Like, that's the second most tempting out of all of these. Is definitely that one. At least for me personally. Yeah. Anyways, that was just sort of my thought process behind it. Oh, Jesus. I hate that. Let me fix that. I don't like that. Yeah, you really don't want to have to explain Crane to me. There we go. We'll flip back. We'll flip back. Okay. Ooh. So yeah, that's sort of my thought process around who I'd want to summon for there. I know that the lucky bags it's these sort of like lucky bag summons are just a really good option for me to like try to hedge my bets on getting like servants I like that are hard to summon normally or don't have a lot of raid ups or won't be having a raid up anytime soon that I can participate in. So that is the argument as to why I would like to do those specific servant pulls. Yeah, well, I already know what raid up I'm rolling on this winter. It's just the one. I'm only rolling Skahak Skadi as Ajvathama. That's it. That's all I'll be rolling. Yep. That's fair. Okay, we are not starting Permafrost Empire today. Let me like tap through I really need to finish these free quests, so do a couple of them while we're chatting. Oh, I have so many to do in this chapter. I haven't done hardly any of them. Yep. Nope. It's not happening. I don't really have any oh, that's not mine. Hold on. Yeah, let me... No, I was happy with that card. Definitely don't need that. Also don't need that because she is an arts-based servant, so I should probably switch to something else. I wonder if I've got an arts support card. Quick. Oh, there we go. Let's go with that on you. Quayan, you could use some level of buffing. I need to look at less expensive buffs as well. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. It's not what I'm going to use, but it's very cute. Oh. If I could roll on 2 GSSRs. Ooh, that'd be a game changer. Genuinely. Let's do that. Nope, can't do that. Do I get better cost economy on cards at some point? Or is it just that I'm using servants that cost too much? Like, that's my question. Don't need to roll on the same banner. How is it still... Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to get bond levels up, though. That's my main problem. I'll get like a couple more down. Wow. Actually, ironically, that's probably the best setup for people to come up. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, I care about getting bond levels on some of those servants, so I want to keep them in the party for now. I hate these stupid fights, like genuinely. Okay. If I could roll 2 GSSRs, right, at New Year's, if that was the option on those GSSRs, what I would probably do is pick like a really risky one for the second one. Like dump hedging my bets and just go for the gold, you know what I mean? Like roll on a banner where there's only like 1 or 2 people I want total and hope. You know what I mean? I feel like if that was the option presented to me, I would probably roll on... I'm gonna do a quick check back over them again. I might either roll on that all-male Buster or on the like Cha-Cha Abby, you know, something like that. I'd try to go all out for that. All right. Let's see. Go, Koyan. Like I said, I just, because the one I'm rolling on is a guaranteed victory for me. No matter who I get, I'm going to enjoy it, right? And there's a 66.6 chance of it being someone that's really useful to me. So I would just roll on something where there was like one person I wanted more than anything else, and then just hope, right? I do kind of have an art setup. I've used it before in previous streams. I just never really think about it. We can actually go take a look at it next if we want. See if it needs to be changed now that I've got different servants. Because I created it like a while ago, so it's probably pretty out of date. Apologies for eating my food. Oh. Coulter died? Yep, Coulter died. Huh. Wasn't expecting that somehow. Really wasn't. Huh. Wild. I have a quick step too, technically. It's just not great. I'm pretty certain I have a team set up for both options. They're just not ideal and I haven't updated them in a while. It was based on what I had a while ago. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's assume that we were gonna make an arts team. Who's the art support? Avalon or Ash? What are their classes? Or Castor? They're all casters, yeah. Or at least some of them are casters. Hold on. Let me grab a Castoria and then, if there is one, there's a caster. Okay. Is it my party 1? No, it's my party 2. Yeah, this is my current arts setup. I think. Yeah. So this was my art setup. I was using Odysseus as my main front line. Yeah, I've heard about the immortal team. See, I did this before I had okay. I did that before I had like Luvia and Melt. So and Chin. So I did this before I had a bunch of new art servants. At the time, I was just mostly choosing, I think, between Fion and Odysseus as my two, like, leveled art servants. In terms of who was going to frontline. And I want a Himiko. Believe me. In theory, theoretical question for you guys. Could I put Luvia into this? Like, instead of Odysseus, like, move Odysseus to backline, stick, Estrella. Stick Estrella in the front, because she is my most powerful, like, arts servant at the moment. Ignore the backline, I was just throwing things in to have things in there. Okay. Interesting. Because Jufu and Castoria together basically form a looping healing combo, right? Like, I'm just constantly, like, looping my NP and healing, like, pretty regularly between the two of them, I think, from what I remember using. No. Nope, I don't have any. I only have Kid Gil. So. So I think, yeah, this is my crit setup, or my green card, because I see Skahak and Karna, and Satanta there in the back line. Yeah. So I do have like one of each of the 3 teams, and then I just have like random shit that I thought was funny, you know? Oh yeah, that's right, I could use Summer Melusine. Let's give that a try. Couldn't hurt. Let me swap out who's in my backline. Because I feel like the opt here is to just switch out for some... Oh, Hokusai's also got... Oh, interesting. Interesting. God, that's a horrific team. This is horrific, guys. This is terrible. It's a backline. It's fine. I do forget how to use this team. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I have forgotten how to use Castoria because I just don't use her very often. See, I shouldn't use Castoria's 3rd skill because it would double up on Melusine right now. Like, if it applies the Invincible, I don't need the Invincible for a turn. Like, I get the Arts Card effectiveness, but it's a waste of the Invincible, right? I don't really need NP Gauge or NP Gain at the moment. Attack isn't terrible, but once again, I mean, I guess it's just, you know. Yeah, soon. I just forget how it's all used. Oh, okay. Well, I just assumed it wouldn't be very useful. Fair. Interesting. I think I just have to get used to using a different team. Like, I'm so used to the way that I use Coulter and Koyan in any fight with, like, whatever else I pull from the friend point. Well, arts teams. at least for me, require a lot more thought and effort because I just don't have that same experience with them. Yeah. At least that's sort of my thought behind it, you know? Yeah. I just need practice with it. I'll try to experiment some with farming teams during the lotto. Because in theory, I should have a semi-functional farming setup at this point. Yeah. I know I've successfully used this team before to just like pop Odysseus's NP like I think every turn or so, or close to every turn. I do remember doing that. It's just practice, I think, for me. Yeah. Practice will make perfect. Yeah, that's the other thing. I need the lotto for all of the things that come out of the lotto, and I need to buy out the shop as much as I possibly can. My goal for the lotto will be to run it enough times that I buy out the shop. Ugh, disgusting. Yeah. And then we don't even talk about crit. Because or not crit, but the green. Because I barely managed to make that team work with literally movement to movement tutoring. At best. I don't know. Outfit for who? I assume that's in Miss Crane's shop? Oh, I need to get my free stuff. Oh. Hang on, I'm buying free shit. I haven't been in here in a while, as you can see. So would the summer wardrobe be in here, or would it be somewhere else? Or was it something I needed to buy during the event or something? Because I didn't really, you know. Have I done my month? No, I haven't. I have not done my monthly. Okay. I guess that is fair. That's what I'm buying. Alright, if it's free. If it's free real estate. Oh, this is where the outfits are. Okay. So I was in the wrong place. I don't know, I don't buy the ones that cost a lot of the time. I only buy them if they're free, or someone tells me to buy them, so. I don't know. I can take a look real quick. Let me go into my... Should be able to access it from formation. Yeah. Ah, Summer Streetwear? Yep, I did get it. Oh yeah, I see the arts buffs. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I've only so far used 1, 2, and 4, I think. Yeah, I haven't really used the other ones, so. Let's actually level Hokusai a little bit. Now that I have extra blazes, I care a little bit more about Hokusai than I do about, you know, finishing some of the other servants I've been working on. Do I have? Oh, I do have just enough for this one. Oh, but with the foreigners, it changes every ascension, right? Like it asks for different materials, I think. Unless I'm wrong. Oh. Those damn feathers. It's okay. I'm not gonna go buy them because we're gonna have the event shop. I don't know if they'll be in the event shop, but I'm gonna wait to buy anything until. I promise you, Zero, I want Gil. It just is not that easy, you know. It is not that simple. And I'll wait and see if I can get those feathers from the event, because I don't want to spend on them if I don't have to. Well, I was lied to. I really did. I thought that I thought the prologue was gonna be shorter, to be honest. But look, I want Ashvatthama, Scotty, whatever. I want Ashvatthama. I want MP5 Ashvatthama. I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's what I want. Alright, let me switch you all to my regular screen. Let me switch you to Talk Zone real quick, because I'm going to, I'm going to end the stream in a little bit, but I want to really quickly check my calendar for the next couple weeks so I can let you know when I'm going to be streaming, since I'll be able to tell in advance, since I'm not really working for the next 2 weeks a whole lot. Okay, so, alright, as for next week, I will probably run a really long Monday stream. If I have no other plans that day, I might just be streaming most of the day Monday. And it'll be FGO specific. So it'll be lotto grinding, and free quests and whatever else I need to be doing just to up my courts, buy my way through the shop. I'll do whatever I need to do that's available. Shut the fuck up, Zero Herrera! I will get my Ashvatthama! I will! I will! So I'll definitely be streaming the 22nd. And then I will probably be streaming FGO again on the 30th. I might stream it in between sometime in that space too. But I'm not sure yet when. I've got some like dog sitting jobs booked over the holidays just since I'm not getting any income from subbing. So I'm kind of in and out of the house. We should still be doing the Baldur's Gate stream next week, and I will probably, not next week, but the week after, try to fit in some more Anno. But yeah, oh, I know. I've played a Lotto event, Dakota Doyle. I've played it. Because you just keep getting bonuses from the Lotto, right? Even after you clear the shop, you will just keep getting bonuses. I remember that really well. It was great. I think that first Lotto I played, I think I went up like 40 levels, you know? Like, it was fantastic. And honestly, I think my plan for grinding in my spare time is going to be the same as last time. I think I'm just going to sit down with, like, My Hero Academia on the TV, and I'm just going to watch My Hero and tap my way through fights. That's all I'm really going to do. Yeah. Be prepared, y'all, to see a lot of friend points come in from me, with me using your Dracos and whatever else servants I grab, because I am going to be mooching off of you all so much. So much mooching. I didn't watch further than the end of season 2, but I've finished the manga, so it's no spoilers left for me at all. I just wanted to, like, by the time I thought about going back to watch the anime, there were only a couple of seasons left, and then I was like, you know what, I'll just wait till it's done, and then I can binge the entire series. In fact, I think I'm going to start from episode 1, and just watch the entire series all the way through. And that'll be fun! I did it with Dungeon Meshi last time, and a couple of other anime. Just started, and was clicking away while I was watching the anime, just going, like, all day, you know? Anyways, with that being said, I am... yeah, I don't know if I might binge the movies all together separately after. I'm not gonna force myself to kind of slot them in, because I know what happens in the movies. But yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys on Friday for Anno 117, Pax Romana. You should absolutely come and join that stream because it's super fun. And, you know, everyone else on the channel hates those types of games, so it's just me. Yeah, I know. The movies are canon, but, you know, whether or not I place them in canon order isn't really relevant if I already know the plot of them. So, you know, toodles.